Ooh, look at this, people. We are live. We are playing D&D again. This is episode 9, I believe. Look at that. We are actually like approaching double digits and things are about to start getting, I was going to say serious, but you guys are actually like getting your asses kicked every week. So it's been pretty serious and now you're being hunted. So things are on the up and up for me. For you guys, it's pretty shit-tacular. In any case, hello, welcome to another night of mandatory court-ordered community service, and we are going to be doing some fun stuff tonight. First and foremost, thank you guys for those resubs. You know who you are. Very much appreciated. All proceeds go into this wonderful stream, which I don't really do anything with, so that's great. Let me think. Last week you guys had just exited out of let's see, Ansia, and we're working your way on down south towards Vilewater to hopefully get some answers about everything, and got attacked. Well, you got stopped on the road and actually amicably ended that situation with a bounty hunter, though you have discovered that there is bounties on all of your heads, doubly so for some in the group, not looking at Anakai directly, but, and then, let's see, oh yeah, you guys got attacked in the edge of a forest, and things got weird with some sort of a strange invisible-esque creature able to be unseen. That actually doesn't sound like good English. You're able to unsee it. You are unable to see it. There we go. No passive voice in that one. And then some elves showed up staring creepily at Aeolus because he is one of the locals, sort of, kind of. His people hail from the area. And at that point, you guys have been conscripted ever so slightly into hunting down said beast for money and or profit and or fun. So they have recently departed, but they gave Aeolus their brooch that basically says, yeah, this guy's telling the truth. Go ahead and let him get money for the death of the beast, pending you guys can actually figure out what is up with it. So take it away, boys and girls.
Where are we?
You're camping about 10 feet off of a road right at the edge of the forest that turns into wood elf type of area. And
Cool.
remember one of the poor
right?
horses, Danzik's horse, got mauled to death by this creature. Notably not
And
Hubert,
then
yes.
shot.
Yeah, that's true.
And then hit by a train.
Have you ever been mauled and then shot? Not
Hate
by
it when
the
that
same
happens.
thing. Hate it when that happens.
And then turned into a glowing entity by myself. We're like just outside or north of Silvercourt in the forest around that area, right? That's of Silvercourt.
And hey, looks like I left myself unmuted on my own stream. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Professional here. Yeah, you guys, I mean, like I said, there's no concrete delineation between forest of the elves and non, because it's just they don't have a country. They don't have hard borders. They just kind of go with the flow, man. So, but yeah, you're more or less in the area that they would be considered more likely to protect than not.
And what time of day is it?
Just after morning, Aeolus had woken up to the elf women watching him sleep.
And I had been awake all night in a tree with anxiety that I'm now most wanted.
Yes, I will also, remember, if you need to DM me, I have an entire monitor dedicated in Discord now, so we won't recreate the problems of last week or like 3 weeks ago. So,
Cool.
Take it away.
I'm like Candace on speed dial.
So who else just kind of awake?
I think it's just you.
I think everybody most likely probably heard you talking with the elves, because no one said that they walked away from camp. So the elves were like literally sitting over your sleeping bodies, albeit they are elves, so, you know, lithe and graceful and very, very quiet, but also they didn't care, and it probably would have been funny for them to just be like kicking you guys in your sleep or something.
I know that for a fact that I would still be asleep, probably. I would have stayed up just a little bit longer, making sure that Hubert was safe. And then once that happened, I would have went to sleep. So I would probably still be trying to sleep unless someone made a crazy ruckus or something. Other than that, yes, I guess everyone else.
Oh
will
my
do it.
god. First I'm gonna be hunted, then I got that wanted poster, and now there's some kind of weird beast in the forest. The walls are closing in, man. It's all gonna come to an end soon.
Elf friend.
Oh,
Should
well,
we
Eolus, you want to wake
awaken
everyone? Yeah.
our companions?
You got a job to do.
might as well let them know everything, so we can let them know everything that's going on.
All right. The elf kicks you all awake, those of you that are not already awake, and I guess informs you all that, hey, we've got a paying gig that involves killing the monster that attacked us.
Mm.
Yep.
Right. So this paying gig, excuse me, how much is it paying, and is this necessary for our trip? I understand that we have some duties to take care of, and I am not a fan of anything trying to attack us or to kill one of our companions. I'll bet if it was just a beast of burden. However, spending more and more time away from our true goal is becoming a bit of a habit.
This
I will-
one believes that making friends with the wood elves will only help us in our true journey.
He's got a point. The wood elves don't like other people. If we help them, we can be like, hey, also this dude, keep him away from us. You know, we can use that to our advantage. Also, if we go take a little hunting break, we can lose Jonah a little bit with some little, semantics. So, I mean, and plus we could always use cash for our supplies.
Well,
Man.
it's true. We are running low on supplies. Eolus, these elf friends of yours, I mean, take money. Of course, we need coin, but would they help us with our Jonas problem? I'm sure that they know their way around here, and having any sort of intel about his location in regard to our own would be quite helpful. And I would actually prefer that over gold. Anything that's keeping us from this desert is more preferable than being hunted by bandits or whatever the mercenary groups were called.
They are rangers in this land. They might very well know a way that we can lose Jonas's trail, or the other way around. He can lose our trail and help us stay away from him.
You don't suppose they just shoot him in the throat, do you? Just checking. I'm just, you know.
I like
know
that
elves
option.
can be-
At this point, we can only hope.
Please.
This
Well.
one knows that wood elves of old would do anything to protect their forest. We must only convince them that he wishes to cause them harm.
Shouldn't be too
And
hard.
If the price is as high as they say, if they very well could do anything in order to get to our friend over here. So we could probably work that to our advantage.
Yes, well, then I say there's no problem with it. If they are able to scratch our back, then we'll scratch them and take care of whatever beast attacked us last night. And if we're lucky, then we'll have Jonas off of our trail, and our path towards this desert area will be quicker. I'm in favor of it.
I'm down.
And
I
with
like that
that,
idea.
I hold out my hand with the clasp of the Sunset Sisters and said, "They said for me to take this into town, and they'll provide more info on what we can do from here."
And they actually said, take it into town after you've completed the task and you'll get paid.
Oh, sorry, I have my notes wrong then. So
So how are we gonna go about finding this thing, man?
Well, I mean,
Are you going to stay in that tree the entire time?
Are you gonna come make me get down?
No, I don't care if you stay up there and rot or if you come down here at all, but I'm just saying if you stay up there, we won't have any time to be able to quickly get this done. So I don't know if, does your type normally get stuck in trees, or are you able to just come down willingly? I'll take that as a no. Samara, go fetch your cat boy. We have business to take care of.
Sam's
Dennis, I
gonna.
would like to throw a dagger at Sophia.
I mean, he does look like a
For the
cat to you.
racist.
He is jumping around all nimbly bimbly. Am I drinking milk from a saucer? Do you see me eating mice? Sorry.
Ma, there's a stray cat in the tree.
Absolutely love that movie. And you guys can't see it, but I've got Super Trooper signed poster and Super Trooper 2s right over there. I love them. Anyway.
Ooh, nice.
It's a good movie.
I'm just gonna go from tree to tree.
Okay.
And do we have any sort of location on this creature? Did they tell you where it is? Its hunting habits. If it has some sort of den, if it has allies. Last time it was seen, the danger it presents. How many have been killed? Any more with intel? Anything at all? Or did we just give a promise of gold and then told to go tisk on this errand of theirs?
It was the latter.
Yeah.
It was definitely the latter.
They were like,
Yes.
we don't even know what it is, and we're rangers that have combed these lands for 100 years. Can't be that big of a deal.
So
Perfect.
before we leave, why don't we take a look around and see if we can find some tracks or something? It's big. It definitely attacked and killed my poor horse. It might have left something behind for us to, get an idea of what it is or find it.
I'm gonna roll investigation on the dead horse and try to see if I can't
I'm not leaving this tree, so you all can investigate.
try to figure out anything about the horse. Like,
Okay. I just like some sort of a crime scene investigator CSI movie.
I see
Dun,
a
dun.
horse. I see a horse.
My God.
All right. Go ahead and give me said investigate. Oh, that's that 4. Look at that.
I see a horse, I assume.
Yes.
Dibs on being iced tea.
You're just You're just completely confused. Does that mean who gets to be Chris O'Donnell then in that one? Isn't that the one that Chris O'Donnell's a part of, or is that an entirely different franchise? I don't know. I don't watch these. So yeah, you hunker down, you run a finger through the blood, lick it. That's definitely blood here. And then you kind of poke at the corpse a little bit, and then everybody points out that that's actually a rabbit that got killed in the crossfire, and that's not the whole. Goodbye, Pallas.
Oh,
Bye, Pallas.
Danzik's no longer
My
talking.
mic was
anymore.
muted. No, my mic was muted. Sorry, because Palace just waved me down and said that the laptop disconnected from the Wi-Fi.
Ooh.
So I'll be troubleshooting that with my mic muted. But if I need to, I'll pop back over and say what I need to. I'll interject as needed.
Okay.
This one wishes to see if they can spot where the animal ran off to.
Okay. In this case,
Perception or
what was that?
investigation? Perception or investigation?
What is
Wouldn't it be-
tracking under? Didn't we establish that tracking was kind of under nature?
Survival?
Survival, there we go.
Survival.
I believe it's survival.
There we go.
Even better.
Okay, I think I'm back now.
You
Hello.
think
You are. Hello.
you are
Wow.
correct.
This one sees leaves on the ground.
I don't see your camera.
Make sure it's on you.
It 8, yeah. I mean,
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, it's coming. There it is.
you take a peek and you can tell that there's definitely tracks, but they circle the camp so many times that it's difficult to get a bearing of where it came in or where it left from. But you, unlike some, can definitely identify the creature's tracks. They are large, heavy set, implying something that is of a large D&D size category. Heavy, much heavier than a horse. And an 8's not going to be enough to identify any markers about the track. So you can tell it's big, you can tell it's around, but no idea where it came from, where it went.
Could I, as a ranger, roll like a survival to like look at tracks and like kind of gauge what it is? Because I've
All right,
the
that will be a
ranger-
different check, and I will go ahead and say yes.
Okay. For survival.
Yes.
Aha!
I'm just imagining all these woodland type of people sitting around staring at this dead bunny And everybody is just watching as they're like deliberating about something that has nothing to do with this entire plot line at all.
Quick question.
Three
Udalota,
twos in a row. 3 twos in a row.
Dang,
Udalota,
guys.
did you point out the tracks? Or at least call out to the tracks? Then from up here, having a more top vantage point, I was kind of roll an investigation to see where the tracks may lead off to.
Come on, guys, we can do this. Higher
At
than
some
a
point,
2.
someone's got to get a better roll. So sure, go for it.
Right, yeah.
we're grasping at straws here.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, without doing the survival, you don't get any identifying details, but you can definitely tell which way it came from and then left, and they are more or less similar, heading on a almost due west direction.
I will give my
Bailey,
best
why did you
survival
do that?
check.
Chat.
Get 9. See,
Do
there
it.
we go.
Oh, that is now a 1.
Bailey,
That is now a 1.
my 9 is a 1.
No, your 24 is a 1.
I didn't see it. She didn't specify. The last roll I see is the oldest is 12. Can we get a play-by-play?
All you see is like.
To be fair, you have
She
to
didn't
remember there's a
specify,
delay.
you
You have to
see him
remember
mute,
that
just like,
the
I'll
stream's a
double
bit delayed.
There is literally a delay.
Rolled that
Roll at the
at the 24.
24.
And the survival, you would have had to have gotten out of the trees, and because you can't identify marks from 40 feet up in the air anyway. But
Well, I'm up in the air and I can't tell, so I'm gonna guess I'm gonna reluctantly come down from the tree and take another investigation look.
okay, yeah, that
With
unfortunate
closer
one
vantage.
gives you no idea on which direction. You thought you had something, but it turns out it was that damn rabbit again. Oh, I got to keep my voice down. My girlfriend's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
You guys
so I'm
got this.
watching-
Thanks for the confidence.
I'm watching all of these people just continuously go around
Mm.
and look at
Now
all
that
of
I'm
these
here.
tracks and dead animals, and it's a little unsightly. I'm simply going to walk over to Hubert, unhitch him, and get ready for him to walk. And I'm going to look over at Udalota. Udalota, is there some possibility that you might be able to ask Hubert exactly where this creature went? I'm quite certain that he didn't sleep at all last night. And if anyone were to hear the gurgled, dying sounds of one of its brethren, I believe it would be this horse. Just as a suggestion, unless you wish to sit with me and watch everyone else poke and prod at that dead creature.
So, do horses know a language?
Nay.
Oh no.
This one can ask Hubert to lead us where it left, but it cannot tell me where it left.
So, real quick, how does that 25 and 12 do?
Okay, so with the
No, that's perfectly fine. Yes, as long as we're able to. I doubt that he would want to go in that direction anyways, but I think that he would also like to see a little bit of vengeance on whatever creature tried to eat him last night.
So with
Song.
the 25 investigation, I'm just gonna steer right in on this one. After you shimmy yourself down to the camp where everybody is just standing around like a complete bunch of idiots, you were able to tell the direction of the tracks, very much so. And yes, going on to the west. A 12 is not going to give you any concrete details. You would guess that it's most likely feline, a feline about the size of a bear. The bears.
So, a large size feline creature.
Yep, something larger than a panther or other big cats. Drawing a blank all of a sudden.
All right, tracks are that way. I'm just gonna point out the tracks, and it'll point off to the west.
Just out of curiosity, druids can awaken creatures eventually, right? Is that going to be the end goal, to bring Hubert up to human intelligence? And
At the end of the day, as long as I'm able to make him some sort of armored steed, that's all I care about. But we'll just see. I won't put all my chickens in one coop yet.
All
It
your
seems
horses
like
in one
we're
stable.
literally hunting a creature that eats horses, so I'm not going to get too attached. But every good commander needs a steed, and Hubert has provided himself to be quite useful in this.
it's going to be absolutely amazing when Hubert actually does get awakened and has like a 12 intelligence, and it turns out that he's like an absolute raging right-wing bigot that smokes Pall Malls and stuff and just absolutely hates humanity in all ways, shapes, and forms, you know. Overthrow the proletariat, you know, or the bourgeois. We must seize the means of making hay.
The production of hay.
All right, so west it is, yes. So notably, as you guys were camping, I'd mentioned that once you gotten into the Elven area, it was more what I consider foresty because I'm from Western Washington. So it was like heavy bracken and large, tall trees that are spread out fairly decent, a lot of cedar. And westerly, it starts to thicken back up again. The trees growing closer together, the brush growing tall, very thick, difficult to get through. And go ahead and give me a perception check. This is before you start out. This is going to be visual based, just in case.
Everyone?
Anyone that wants to look towards the west and try to
Do we see
glean.
Gandalf?
That's towards the east on the third day, wasn't it? Maybe it was the west.
Oh my god, with these twos.
You guys are
What
just
are they-
great at this game. It's amazing. Well, at least a 15 and a 22, most definitely. There is what was once upon a time most likely a game trail that does seem to have been widened at some point by the passage of larger creatures. It's difficult to make out, and it's actually very surprising that the elf who's, you know, at home in the forest and, you know, the ranger aren't able to quite glean this. But yeah, it looks like there's a game trail that...
And the druid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point. Heading towards the west that has been widened by some sort of a large creature, but it is thick, heavy underbrush. And the rain that had started the night before is picked on up. It's still warm, but it's now more or less pouring at this point, just washing down everything into a muddy torrent as you start stomping your way west. Splish, splish.
I'm just going to ride on Hubert. I'm not gonna get my armor all sticky with mud and have to trudge through it.
Sam is
so
still riding with.
I don't have a horse
Oh,
anymore.
did you?
Yeah, that one got et.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh,
the
I
brush is thick
definitely-
enough
I
that you probably
definitely
wouldn't
just
want to
turned
ride
into a
anyway.
horse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I for sure just turned into a horse.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. There was I wasn't talking at once. What'd you say, Lota?
I said I definitely turned into a horse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
There,
walk.
there are again 3 horses.
Hey, look, you get to ride one, Dan.
Ride me!
Totally not awkward when it's a
I'm
companion.
walking.
In any
Walking.
case, it doesn't take for more than maybe 200-300 yards before the underbrush is just so thick that were you riding, you'd be getting thwacked in the face by branches because it is a game trail, so it's low to the ground, and the branches of these heavy, thick, gnarled trees start growing over. Riding through would be very difficult, and if you did, you would be moving at half speed for a horse anyway, so walking is just as fast. And as you do start to progress along this trail, the bracken grows thicker and changes from basic ferns on more into like blackberry briar vines, thick, like 1 inch around with huge thorns that tear and break. But you guys are adventurers. You don't take any damage from this sort of stuff. You know, adventurers, once they get above like level 1, are immune to bees and blackberry thorns and stuff. I mean, that's just the way this works. They can't cut through your toughened exterior. But nonetheless, the going is slow as every couple of feet something catches at your cloaks and tugs at it, and you push through with the sound of the rain just washing down over you. And that silence from the night before seems to have strangely broken, and you can start to hear distant chirps, the snap of branches, and the rustle of very tall, thick branches. They're
Using
brush.
the rain as cover, can I stealth at advantage?
Yes, most definitely. There's just so much underbrush and overburden cover that, yeah. All right.
That's
None too shabby. What is the marching order at this point as you push? Thick bush, yes. As you push into this thick bush.
I'll probably be first because I actually have an axe, so I'd just be like.
Oh,
trying
okay.
to, like,
And I'll be standing right behind the person who's in front. I have no.
I was going to
interest
say
in trying-
the same thing, except I have a sickle.
Oh,
I'm
then
in the
I'll
middle.
sit behind the 2 creatures who are cutting things down. That actually is quite nice. Actually, I like having a path made for me. So I'll just follow right behind them.
I'm gonna hide behind the biggest object that we have, which is probably Sophia in her armor,
True.
and just be stealthing behind her.
I mean, it's Nadu to Lotsa. They're tall and skinny, so.
Yep. It's easier to hide behind Sophia. She's thick.
You just have two very, very colored creatures and/or people, and then you have like bright, gleaming white armor trimmed with gold. I'm just like, oh, hello, nature. I spit in your face.
I'm living up to my name, baby. I'm just sitting swinging with my axe. I'm cutting through.
All right, and Anakai's stealthing, and so Anakai most likely taking up the back. Axmew.
Sam's probably gonna stay closer towards the middle.
Okay. And where was Aeolus?
Probably, I guess near the back. So.
Okay. As you guys progress, it starts to get slower, even with axe lumber. I was gonna say Michael Palin. There we go, because you are a lumberjack and you're okay. Hacking the way through the brush, the sound of a roaring river starts to begin filling your ears, overtaking the sound of the rain to the point where it's actually almost omnipresent, rushing from every direction. It sounds not quite raging, but definitely swollen type of river. And then I think the best way to do this is...
I don't like this.
No one likes anything that I do. I know how it is.
Just picturing like I'm gonna fall in.
Will a 21 hit the AC of Aeolus?
It will.
As you guys begin to push through this brush deeper and deeper, something parts through the brush on your right-hand side, a thick tangle of blackberry bushes that shakes for a split second, and then a hulking shape about the size of a bear, give or take, black, but it's difficult to see as your eyes want to slide right off of it and beyond. You try to glance on back, and it moves with undulation, its skin rippling as it rushes forward, takes a snag, ripping at your legs, dragging you off your feet into the mud with a heavy splash. And you will go ahead and take, let's see, is this correct? It is bludgeoning plus piercing. You will take 13 points of damage as you were ripped off your feet, face down into the mud, and dragged 10 feet into the brush off to your left, fingers clawing at the mud, your face just bouncing off of the footprints that are left by the people in front of you.
Well, I'm at half health.
Damage.
What was that?
Yeah.
It's at only 13 points of damage.
Only.
So
as I get pulled up, I'm going, hey, somebody, I got something pulling me. I could use some help here.
I love how casual this is. Just like, hey guys, don't want to be a bother, but I'm actively getting dragged. Like,
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm like, help.
You're dragged about 10, 15 feet off of the path into the brush, and then razor sharp teeth release you, and the creature rushes away, leaving you off the path. And you hear it distant crushing, crash, 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 and then silence again. Nothing but the sound of the rain and the roaring river.
Aeolus, stop playing around. We have some place. Where did he go?
I kind of like smack the back of Sophia. Can't you tell you got attacked? God damn. Aeolus, where the heck are you?
I would have already given chase since I was near him.
Okay, so you're going to charge into the brush right over Aeolus's mangled, not a corpse, almost, not a corpse, and head on after.
Yes, almost.
Yeah, as soon as he got dragged away, I would have followed after him in the brush, and I would have drawn my daggers out. And kind of, as soon as I find him, I'd be standing just about over him and kind of squatting down. Still, hopefully, still stealth, and kind of keep my ears out to see if, or my eyes peeled to see if I can see anything coming from the bushes again.
Okay. Even without a perception check, you can tell that it. So let's just say that the path goes due west, and so the attack came from your right, which of course would be north, and it charged across the path, perfectly perpendicular, grabbing Aeolus and dragging him to the left of the path, which is due south. From what you hear, it crashes into the brush and then begins to circle back around towards the path, heading left and then around, like it's going to head towards the front of the path where I believe we established that Ulril is taking point. So it sounds like it's coming around for another attack. Whatever it is, it deliberately attacked and released Aeolus. It was not trying to drag him off. It was trying to bloody him.
Sam is immediately going to start looking around.
Before it attacks, I'm going to go ahead and do a bonus action.
Okay.
And I will be using... Oh, it's not a roll. We'll see if this will actually carry over. Shifting. And for the first time in this campaign, he's going to hunch over more. His actual nails are going to sharpen out into claws. His teeth are going to extend down. And his hair is going to be standing on the ends. He's going to look more like a feral cat, like a werecat, with daggers still drawn, and he's in full mode, he's watching everywhere. He's possible ready to counterattack. It's 4 temporary HP. So right now I'm just on top of a bloody Aeolus freaking out, and I'm just like a werecat that's blown into a frenzy.
And I guess I have to.
Did you tell the main party that it sounded like it was coming back around before you transformed?
You didn't even know that it ran out. You didn't find Aeolus. I'm with Aeolus. I was next to him when he got dragged.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking if you shouted.
No one showed anything yet.
Coming back.
Sam's going to start looking around to see if she sees anything.
And at this point, I'm getting up because, like you said, it grabbed my legs, so I'm getting up at this point, and I'm probably going to yell at everybody and say, "Hey, we're over here."
Okay, I will. I look over at Hubert and say, "Stay, good boy." And I will walk. I will follow the sound of wherever Aeolus's voice is, and I will take out my mace and begin to look around, trying to get through the thick brush until I come upon him.
Okay, you managed to find him about 10, 15 feet off the path, pushing himself up with one leg just absolutely shredded viscerally, bits of flesh and blood.
I'm telling Aeolus to go back to back. So back to back so we can have each other's, cover each other. And I'd like to perception to see if I can figure out where it's going to attack next, from which direction.
Yep. And like I said, I back up to him, so.
And
Okay.
I'll walk up to Aeolus. Aeolus, you must really pay attention to your surroundings. I thought that elves were good at this.
Yeah.
And I will touch my hand to his leg, and I will cast... let's go ahead and cast Cure Wounds at level 1.
What are our
If I'm
rolls
able to.
tonight?
Ooh.
Sam is right behind Sophia, by the way.
Okay.
So let me see here.
Sam's going to start looking around too to try and see if she can find the source of whatever dragged him.
You heal for 6, Aeolus.
Or 8, since that came first for some reason.
Oh, that's so weird. I guess, yes, I guess you cure for 8. I don't know why it's doubling.
It's one of those
I'll
nights.
take it. I say thank you, and I say I was being aware of my strains, but something came at me from this and grabbed my feet and drug me out. I was not expecting something. I was not expecting something to come from the ground.
We also got dragged.
Was it the creature from last night? Were you able to identify it?
It's still here.
And it is coming back again for us. We can hear it.
Okay. What was Sam doing with that 17? I didn't hear it.
She was looking around to try and see if she could find the creature. Also, on roll 20, all of our icons got dragged away.
Yeah. I'm trying to, because for some odd reason, the other icons won't properly update your hit points, and I have absolutely no freaking idea why. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to copy them from another stupid tab, and I
That's
will
fair.
place you guys in vaguely the correct order. A 17, you can tell that as soon as you guys start to ready on up and try to figure out where it is, it actually seems to know. It shifts and then takes off down the path. You can hear the sound of its heavy, thick body crashing along the pathway heading west, just knocking brush out of the way.
Was I able to tell what shape it was?
Big.
So it's running away from them, rather?
Yeah, with a 17, you can definitely tell. It's bear-sized. It has inky black fur, and its skin ripples and shifts across its back.
How many feet is it roughly away?
How many
Like,
feet? You can
Sam
actually,
saw it.
you catch a fleeting glimpse of it as it rushes on
Okay.
down the path. So it's at least 60, 80 feet away.
Okay.
And with the way that the brush claws its way over into the path, it's just impossible to see anything further than
I
that.
would like to give chase.
All right. What is your move? Are you
And-
stealthed still while you're running?
Not anymore. Now
Okay.
that we're in this bit, but my movement speed now is at 40 because
Holy
of
crap.
swift side reaction from being shifted.
Okay.
And I'm going to be dashing, so that's 80 feet of movement to chase after it.
Ooh, very nice. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check?
We'll try again.
From
Come on. I already nat one.
Udalotsa looks at Uril and says, "Prepare yourself, friend. It may come for us."
And
they take and takes up a position to like back to back with Uril, basically.
Okay, so Oril and Udalotsa are going back to back, preparing for the creature to potentially circle back around. Even though it sounds like it's leaving, you're thinking it's a ruse. Anakai is running down the path, not stealth, but in like warp speed mode. Sam, what are you doing?
Screw it. I guess she's just gonna try and follow after Anakai.
Okay. Sophia?
And I'm so right now I'm actually right next to Aeolus.
Yeah.
I healed his leg, and I would say, "Can you stand?"
I can. And while the thing's not near us, it is bear-like. I only got a quick glimpse of it.
Okay, well, stick close. I have no desire to get lost in the woods, and if any of our party comes into danger, I'll unfortunately try to keep them safe. But I will have you know that on my list of people, Hubert is definitely above you.
That sure, whatever.
It is like, all right, yeah, okay. We already established that. We know the pecking order here.
Yeah, I know I'm not high on your list, but whatever. The main thing is we keep everybody alive and we take care of whatever this is that keeps attacking us.
What's going on? Oh, this is actually I'm on being recorded, so this is you can wave to people and say hi. Hey.
Hello.
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 There we
Wait,
go.
let
Now,
me pull out Bowsette.
this is Todd. This is my father-in-law. So
Hey.
Hello.
I'll just be like muted for a bit.
Okay. Okay, give me 1 second because for some odd reason this is not up. There we go.
That's adorable.
The temptation to actually pull out Bowsette was very great for a second, but I decided against it.
Okay.
Well,
Probably for the best.
So, let's see. As Anakai is working his way down the pathway, with your 9 indeed, you could see the shaking of some brush up ahead, and as it turns around a slow corner, the game trail, you see muddy paw prints down in the thing, massive, enormous paw prints, where a couple of trees kind of have fallen from ages of where their roots torn on up and kind of leaning almost in a cross point over the edge of the thing, as suddenly the ground gives out beneath you and you tumble into a pit. Allow me 1 second. You will take 13 points of damage as you plummet into a pit with sharpened spikes at the bottom, wooden ones.
Jesus.
Sam's gonna stop at the edge of that because I'm assuming she would have seen him falling.
Yeah, you're not quite as quick as him, so you would have seen him
No.
just disappear. It looks like someone had covered the path with detritus, twigs, branches, and then covered it with mud, just enough to make it look convincing, and a 9 was not sufficient to tell as he was running through. Plummeting 20 feet down into a spiky pit trap. Crunch.
About how deep does it look?
About 20 feet down into a spiky pit trap. Crunch.
I'm going to do my best to use my daggers to stab into the dirt and start pulling myself out.
Sam's purely gonna keep an eye out in case the creature comes back, and also get a little bit away from the pit so she's not like directly next to it.
Okay. Let's see. How about... Really? This is just... D&D Beyond is very inorganized sometimes. Or is it unorganized? I don't know.
Unorganized.
That sounds better. Okay. Apparently there's just no... All right. I guess that's under strength, perhaps, then?
Probably. That's probably one that's more up to you.
Natural athleticism. Chocolate Cheesecake Factory. Impressive. Most impressive. There we go. Freaking heck. Okay. Yes.
Apologies for
Climbing
looking
is
momentary.
athletics. Please give me an athletics check. My gosh, that took forever.
All good.
Hey.
Look at you. Just wait for cuddles.
Oh God, wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bailey, I swear to God, you are not but 10 feet away from me.
Well, then I will take a drink while we wait and see.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
That's-
Bailey. The wall between the 10 feet. Do you think a wall will stop me?
He may not get his.
Just get her to yell, "Oh yeah," and you can Kool-Aid Man through the wall. All right, time has expired on that one. With a 20, you have absolutely no problem daggering it on up, even though it's a fairly sheer cliff. It's muddy, it's dirt, and you can scrabble your way back on out with a little bit of dignity, other than the gigantic holes that have been ripped into your body from the trap.
Well, I'm gonna shake off as much as I can, brush off the mud and dirt as best as possible. Try to catch my breath a little bit, and I'm gonna look around to see if I can find the source of the tracks and see where they went.
Same for Sam.
They return to the path and head along it perfectly, due west. At this point, it's almost impossible not to catch, to follow it because it's so heavy and it's just so muddy.
Has Sam ever seen Anakai shifted before?
That's a question you'd have to
Yes.
answer.
Okay.
You've seen it only like very rarely. It usually comes out either when A, you're in trouble and injured, or B, he's in like full frenzy mode, like if he's like cornered. Right now he feels very cornered
In a very large forest. I see.
because he's being hunted by Jonas and there's another creature hunting after them.
I think that was a song, Hunted by Jonas. Dun, 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 dun. No, wait. All right. Do you want to call out to the party back a little ways to let them know that there was a pit trap, or because they're still waiting?
I will let Sam handle the party thing because talking with people is not my specialty. And I'm gonna go at a normal pace of 40 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. I'm gonna go a more cautious pace to look for traps.
Okay.
Sam's gonna call out that there may be traps along the path. Back, like back behind her. She's gonna call that out.
The rest of you guys hear her. No problem. She's letting you know about the traps.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn to.
You should go first.
It's gonna turn to Udalotsa and be like, "All right, we should probably move up, seeing as they have ran off and it's probably not coming back around, and we should probably catch up to them." So,
This
we should
one
probably.
believes that is a good idea. We should proceed with caution.
So we're
Also, I
gonna.
want to pull off a potion.
Okay. And then after you do that, go ahead and give me another perception check.
Oh, okay. Thanks for explaining what a potion of healing is. Can you roll the die?
Oh my goodness!
Wow, so many ones tonight.
That moment when you bad talk the dice, it's like, oh, bet. Okay. Okay.
Two ones. Just dang.
Did you
Okay.
want me to roll a perception as well, or
Yes.
just a real?
Oh, I don't know who he was talking to.
Oh, sorry, Anakai on that one. You guys can also be able to roll one, but that's just to determine that you can see where Anakai fell into the pit and everything. An 11, cautious but heading forward. You can hear the sound of the river. At this point, it sounds like it's actually more in a ravine, echoing all through the area, waterfalls splashing somewhere distant. And then as you come around a corner, we are actually going to change the map to something.
And if it hasn't been said and somebody hasn't done it, we brought the horses with us as well to make sure they're close.
Okay.
Yes, I always
Not
have...
abandoning the horses on the trail.
No, I'll definitely have Hubert along with me. Have his reins in my hand. If the rest of the party, if no one else has technically ran forward, I would say it would probably be wise if all of us stay together in case this thing tries to pick off one of us. It seems to be more of a predator type, hit and run, not one that confronts full force. So unless we want to have someone else drug off like Aeolus here, I think it would be best to maintain some proximity among us. And if you do see it, communicate it, but I'd probably prefer you attack it. Wasting time with calling out to everyone else seems to be of a detriment than a boon in this condition.
So you guys can see that I've moved your tokens, but that's not where everyone is. It's just that I can have something to show on the map that's not just a big black box. So, Anakai, with the 11, yeah, you can hear the rushing of the river. It sounds like there's a waterfall and ravines up ahead. As you come around, the pathway widens out into more or less a natural clearing that has most likely been farmed at some point, as in actually felled the trees, cleared the stumps, and made into more usable land. It's got the clear hallmarks of someone that's attempted to make it into a livable space. And as it does open on up, you can see that there is indeed a ravine and river. Well, I guess there's no point in hiding any of the rest of this at this point, because you can see it's daytime. So let us do the deed here. Whoops, I'm still on the wrong. There we go. There we go. All right. You know what? Close enough for government work, right? Right. So as you can see here, that is so weird. That is not what it's been revealed. Way to go, Firefox. That is incorrect. Huh. Maybe. Ah, okay. And now it just refreshed. That was really weird.
Huh. Yay.
There we go. Okay. Now I can actually... That was just really odd. In any case, as I was saying, you guys can see, or Anakai can see clearly that, yes, there is a ravine that is working its way on through the area where the river has cut deep, and the current is heavy, strong, very fast. There is a center island. I'm going to say that it's probably about a 20-foot deep ravine in all of that area. Nice and deep. All of these, let me put myself on the right. All of these, fairly far on down. And there's a center island, and you can see that someone has made a pathway on across, rope bridge. And there is a... well, I guess they're visible. Doesn't matter. There are two elves, right? Meow and meow. Unlike the elves that you had just seen previously, these are more wearing animalistic type clothing. It's obviously done in a very styled, well-done manner. Tanned hides that have been properly taken care of and cut perfectly and sewn together. But you can tell that just by the way that these elves are sitting about, that they are very much the type that are in touch with the land. They don't go for any of those fancy clothes type of a thing. And on the distance, just beyond, I think it should have zoomed out to show now, there is a camp that is basically a lean-to tent with very Spartan, I don't know what you'd want, very Spartan amenities. And there is a second smaller one here. But, of course, the thing that is most noticeable to you is this gigantic creature on down here that is come around and hidden behind this bush, but it is so large that it is quite easy to see that it is there. And it does not, at this moment, seem to have noticed you, even though you are currently not stealthed. Now, the rest of you guys are a little bit further back, so no initiative yet. We will give Anakai a chance to respond, and then we will see where we go from there.
Well, first I want to stealth for sure.
Naturally.
And with that stealth, I would like to climb up the tree and take my position on a branch, and then ready a short bow shot and try to strike it from behind.
Okay. That's a pretty good stealth check. So go ahead and take the shot. We're not in combat yet, so it's easy enough for you to scramble on up the tree, find a good perch, and lay an arrow into its butthole region.
Before I do, I would like to make a perception check to see if there's any others around me. Other, like anything else that I can see, or another one of these creatures. Maybe it's not alone.
Okay. You see nothing of the sort. You can tell that the elves are aware that something's about to happen because they are taking up defensive positions there. It seems that while the creature, we're not going to name it at this point, while the creature definitely seems to not be hyper intelligent, it's definitely smart enough to lead people into traps, and they know something's about to happen. So while they have not seen you yet, they are readying themselves for a fight. But no other creature and no other person that you can see resides in the area. Ooh.
25.
Ooh, that's a pretty good hit. And indeed, that is a hit. Let's see here. Let me zoom back in and rearrange this for right now.
And as soon as I fire that, I would like to jump to a different tree branch and stealth again.
Okay. Let's see. 16 points of damage, except as you shoot at it, give me a second. You have to take disadvantage on that, so it goes to a normal shot. I apologize for not reading faster. So because of its nature, as you're watching, your eyes still want to slide off because it seems to ripple and shift its position, a superposition of locations between point A and point B, much like an electron.
So my attack missed, correct?
Well, you'll have to take, might as well just re-roll it because, I don't know.
Okay, well...
Let's just re-roll because I didn't say quick enough. We can take the better damage, though.
At normal, being quote-unquote with advantage or not. Yeah, 25 would be the standard roll without advantage.
Okay, so 16 points of damage, and as the arrow sinks on in, the waveform collapses, and actually the shimmering, where the creature seems to be in multiple places, slams together, and it appears in a singular location. You've disrupted its displacement trait for a quick moment here. Let me go ahead and deal a little bit of damage.
I just want to see a pixel come down, just...
Now I'm rolling twos.
All right. The rest of you, what would you like to do? We're going to do initiative right after this.
From our vantage point, do we see any of this? I know that Anakai is stealth right now, and I know that he's shooting in a bush far beyond. So I'm not sure exactly if we're able to see any of this.
You're about 40 feet to the east still. I just put you on the map for visual purposes.
Okay. If I don't see any sort of shooting or hear any wailing from a creature, I'll just simply be leading.
It roars.
Got that. I'm back.
It roars.
We're still off map, Alan. So like we're just in the corner, but we're actually still off map.
If I hear this creature, what I'll do is I'll make sure that I have Hubert's reins, and until we actually come into visual contact with it, that's when I will hitch him quickly somewhere. So I'll have his reins already in a quick knot, just not fastened as of yet. And once we get near that area, I will, if there's any sort of action beforehand, just to make sure that he is secure. And then I will take out my mace and my shield.
Okay. You can also hear a male elven voice with a thick accent that I'm not even going to attempt to recreate shout out as the beast roars in anger and pain. "Oh, you're not going to hurt Connie!"
Was it said in Elvish?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. Continuing on, let's see who else. Why don't we just go in order across the top here then? So, Aeolus, what are you going to be doing? You've got your leg a little bit healed on up and you've been helped to your feet. You're still about 50, 60 feet back from where all of this is about to go down.
So at this point, I don't know what's about to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and ready my longbow just in case. And I will go ahead and do a Crimson Rite. So that,
But you got plenty of blood.
yeah. 1d4. And of course, I take all 4 points.
The one time you don't want to roll high.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do you like begin to bleed more when this happens? Like, what exactly does this look like? So I'm standing right next to you, and I just healed you.
He actually
this
draws
is
a
kinda-
smiley face in midair of blood.
No, so with something like this, I've probably done it a lot in the past. So I've probably gotten to why I don't take that much blood. So just enough to perform the ritual, which, like I said, because I've done this a lot, I probably have perfected the point where I take the minimum amount possible in order to do the ritual.
Says the man who just rolled the max amount of damage possible.
Shush.
If
Just
I
a
see
little
low-
prick of a dagger on the... Whoops, there goes the thumb.
If I see Aeolus doing this, I'm going to look over and say, okay, I'm sorry, but if I'm healing you, I don't know why hurting yourself. My healing is not something that is given freely and not something that you should be taking advantage of.
It was never my intent to take advantage of any healing from you. I am simply readying myself with the powers I know how to use. If you don't like that, we need to have another conversation.
Something tells me I'll just have to be spending more time next to you. Here, give me your arm, and I'm going to. Now I realize I forgot that he bloodlets. I'm going to touch his arm. I'm going to cast warding bond on him.
What is that?
So as I touch you, I close my eyes, and then when I open them, there is a slight glow to them. And as I do this, your eyes as well will have just a very slight glow about them. And I will say, we are now connected through the powers of Hazatl. What hits you hits me, but you will be stronger this way. Think of it as a boon. Do not take too much damage, as I do not wish to take it myself. But if you are going to be injuring yourself out there, I would rather not spend more time trying to pick you up.
Aeolus immediately punches himself in the junk. Can you feel this? Have you ever experienced this pain before?
Get a load of this!
That's when Ilota turns on all of us and just shoots him in the face and it downs both of us.
Two birds with one arrow.
Hearing this, Illis kind of looks at you and goes, crap, I'm blessed by Hazatl. Damn it.
Well, now I have to commit a bunch of sins in order to balance this back out. Balance, as if something was a tattoo of balance or something.
Trust me, you'll find that this god is much more powerful than anything else that you would have to deal your time with. Don't worry, I'll speak on you about it later. But right now, I believe we have some creature to take care of.
I believe she even has pamphlets.
Hey, Axmew, are you a melee or a ranged damage character?
She's mostly done melee, but she has done short bow.
Well, it is your turn, Sam.
Oh, well.
Quick note, so fire, that gives you a +1 AC, correct?
That's what it says.
Did I read that right?
Yep.
Yes, don't worry about that roll. That makes no sense at all. I accidentally clicked the 1 that's sitting up there. Yes, you have, and you also have resistance to all damage. Go crazy. Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, just reading it. So you get a +1 to AC. You get resistance to all damage, and you the +1 is not just to your AC, but also your saving throws.
What?
Okay.
Hey, what's Sam's AC, Axe?
That's a good question. My brain's not. 14.
Okay, before you left, Udalotsa said to you, "Snake friend, come here," and touches you and gives you bark skin, which gives you an AC of 16.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't think I counted this out right. Where was I? The TLDR is I was trying to get within 30 feet of the creature, but I don't remember how much movement I've already expended.
Not sure, but at this point, yeah, let's just say that's about as far, because you were still a little bit further behind because Anakai had moved forward, and you remained to notify the party not to fall into a giant pit.
I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Okay. And you're not stealthed.
No.
All right. The creature notices you. Its movement, or your movement, catches its eyes, and it is pissed because it has lost its ability to displace itself. So its eyes fixate yellow, beady, vicious, and somewhat intelligent focus on you. And I'm actually going to...
Bonus action, cast help. The next person who attacks that thing has advantage.
Okay. Oril, your pre-combat action before we get into the meat of this.
I'm going to remove. Is this a tree?
It's actually a bush. Remember, you're not right there. You're actually 40 feet further to the right of the map.
Oh, okay, so this. Okay, so I'm like back here-ish. Okay.
Let's just say that if you move, you'll wind up where you're standing right now.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm just going to take a bonus action and move an additional. So I got to here, and I'll take it. Doing the rest of my action to move another to where
To the tree that Anakai's hiding in.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go here. Third. And just get closer.
All right.
No, Blarg. I don't run in head first into battles. What are you talking about?
And then Udalotsa, what would you like to do pre-combat?
Oh, I gave Sam bark skin. That was my action.
All right. You know the drill, people. Roll for initiative.
First. Like your token
character first.
What? I can't hear you guys when everybody's talking at once. What?
Click your tokens first. Click your token, then roll.
I did, and it still didn't go up.
Dang.
I literally clicked the token before I rolled it. Okay, I'll just do that again and put what the original one was, which was 17.
Yes, let's go 2. Woo! Clerics! 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 What? Wait, how do you do question marks on what's rolled for initiative on creatures? I love that.
I have my D&D Beyond and Beyond 20 set to not display anything that the DM does, so that you guys will not know what creature befouls you.
I mean, you could just look at
out of character,
or you could just look at the initiatives and see what's going on.
I'm sorry,
but we still don't know the name of the. So normally it would show what the name of the monster is.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm glad that my theory about what this creature was, as soon as you said large bear-sized cat was. But I'll keep that information myself and play like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But also, a really good monster to throw at us.
Yes. All right. Let's see. It looks like one of the elves is up first. Ooh, that makes things so much more interesting. Let's see. Actually, it looks like I used, yes, they are both women's. Shadows Commando. Ah, the Roll20 initiative issues. Yes, indeed. So they're both women folk, but they are not the ones that Aeolus encountered the morning earlier. So this one back on here, hiding behind the tree there, just kind of poking around the side of the trunk. She gestures, wiggling her fingers in vaguely arcane gestures, and casts a spell on the one that is taking up position here at the edge of the bridge there. And let me double check my reading so that we get this ahead of time. It is on them. Excuse me. Okay. So, as the, for those of you that can actually see this elf woman standing behind the tree, partially covered, she casts the spell, and then just like the beast that is down there that has been causing so much havoc, her own form begins to blur and shift as it's by itself or side by side, so that you cannot quite pinpoint exactly where she is standing on which side of the tree. She she displaces herself in a multiple location area.
Ooh.
Next contestant, please. And that was actually a bonus action. Ooh, I can cast another one. Well. I will cast Mage Armor. Should have had that up beforehand.
Wait, did you cast 2 spells, or was one a cantrip?
One was a bonus action. Specifically, it allows me to cast, as a bonus action, the illusionist projects an illusion that makes the appear to be standing in multiple locations. I can do that as a bonus action.
Except that you can't actually cast 2 spells. Like, if it's a cantrip and a spell, it's okay, but you can't actually cast 2 spells in one turn.
Except you can with Quicken spell, you can. So, but she doesn't have Quicken. But the point is, so okay. Regardless,
then your DM, whatever you say.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to do the displacement, and I'm going to say, hey, I already did the Mage Armor ahead of time because
that's fair.
That's fair.
That's how you prep. All right. Next contestant is Anakai.
I have 2 options here, both within range.
Dead by the time I go.
I'm going to ready bonus action. Is there a distance on here? So, you can see that isn't incapacitated. Okay, bonus action, insightful fighting.
You do already have advantage, by the way, on that creature.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
But I'm going to be using insightful action on the creature, which I was not going to name. Not naming it. So it must contest my insight check versus its deception check.
Okay. Deception is a charisma based?
Yep. I did not roll high, so may not go in my favor.
Nope.
Crap.
Nope.
Well, I tried. Attack action, I'm going to draw my bow back and fire another arrow at it.
Okay.
And do I get advantage in this shot because it's focused on Sam?
Well, also, you have advantage because of me.
Oh, right.
She can't. Yeah.
That's right. So cool.
I need to use this mastermind perk at some point.
18.
18 is indeed a hit. 14 points of hit damage. Nice. Okay. The shot rings out.
Action, I want to go further up the tree.
Okay. You shimmy on up a little bit higher. The arrow arcs on out, hitting the beast almost identically next to the other arrow. So it's got a new tail sprouting 2 ass feathers sticking on out of it. But it is heavily pissed, inexplicably unable to move until its own turn. So it's just been sitting there getting peppered by arrows nonetheless. And now Sam's going to go up and do a deed against it. Sam, your turn.
Bonus action, gonna cast help action again.
Roger. So the next person that attacks...
The next person who attacks it gets advantage. I believe until the end of my next turn. I'll double check that. And then 5, 10, 15, 20.
You run out
25.
past the tree, booga booga booga, and then run back behind the tree again.
I could go through it, so I just did that to be safe.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny that you're like, I got to get within 30 feet. You run forward, look at it meanly, and then run all the way back.
Basically. And I'm gonna try and hide with my action.
Okay.
Click this.
Stealthy.
Boop.
Stealthy.
Thinking
Stealthy,
stealthy
stealthy.
thoughts. 16. Not bad.
Don't forget your AC is also 16, Sam.
I'm sure that's going to come into play very shortly.
Don't
Oral.
see that. You're not allowed.
So can I see him from here? Like, if I was to shoot, could I hit him?
Can
From
you
where I'm
see the beast? Yeah, it's a tree, so the branches are actually up higher. So these are bushes, these are trees. These
Okay,
are
so-
leaves that look suspiciously much like the pit trap that Anakai had fallen into.
Okay. I thought you were just like being mean.
No,
to me.
no,
Just
no.
like
I'm not
that.
being facetious or anything. I'm being like
And this is the body of Declan, which is fighting me currently because I dragged it all the way here.
that would have been
Okay.
hilarious.
So I'm gonna do. We're gonna do a few things here. So I'm not gonna move. So I'm gonna. Can I cast a spell and attack in the same turn if I don't move?
No. It depends. You still have to have a bonus action unless one of them is a bonus action.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to a bonus action. As a planar
Do you have a
warrior.
bonus action?
Yes, I do have a bonus action.
Awesome.
As a planar warrior, I level 3. I can see any creature, call it out. So I'm calling out this big behemoth thing.
So you point at it and yell, "Hey, ugly!"
Yeah, and I get to do 1 extra D8 damage to it. and- yeah, so I'm get to do 1 extra.
It's outside your
And-
range.
What?
Yeah, you're
Choose
40.
Choose one creature
you're
you see within
35
30
feet.
feet.
So
There.
so you can take a step forward.
I know.
Yeah,
Just
all
being
you
a
gotta do is
stickler
one
for the
square.
rules because they're there
No,
because they're the rules.
no.
The
you're
next time you
100%
hit a
right.
creature on this turn with a weapon attack, it becomes
Yes.
force damage. Okay.
Look,
And you deal
Martinez,
that
you're
extra
fine.
1d8.
I called you on stuff. You're 100% allowed to call us on it.
Mhm. All right, now you get advantage on this, so go ahead and take that second roll because there's a 1.
Yeah.
Womp,
Don't
womp,
roll one again.
womp.
Don't roll again. Hazardl will curse you for forever if you get a roll.
Oh, hey, that's way better.
Oh my god.
It was a 1 until the other dice hit it.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, you're 20 odd feet away, so go ahead and add your extra d8.
Son of a.
Hey,
Hi,
one extra
dude.
point is one extra point. I'm not going to argue that one. So because it's force damage, you whip up the bow, take aim, and fire right next to the other 2 arrows that Anakai had seeded into its asshole region. And this hits with the sound of deafening thunder because it's force damage, and it makes it funnier if you just thunderbolt it in the ass. So it lands and goes boom. Landing with a little trio. Now it's got 3 arrows sticking out. It looks like any of those scenes in a Robin Hood movie where he, splits the other arrow, except for this time it's in its butt. So
just out of curiosity,
Mm.
and just for future reference, it doesn't tell me that I have a short rest or anything. So can I just keep doing a bonus action
Yeah.
of this
I believe so.
and just keep doing this?
let's see.
Because
If it doesn't say it, then yes.
Well, it doesn't always say it in this. We ran into this with
I'll double
Aeolus.
check.
Aeolus had an ability that he thought it, because the description just said you could do it whenever, but the actual book said that it once per short rest. So go ahead and
Okay.
someone else can check that one. Hey, look,
Looking at
finally this thing is at half health and it gets to go.
no short or long rest mentioned.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, it can be used as a bonus action on every turn, but to get its benefit, you have to use it as a bonus action.
So it's kind of like, other ones that have like an aim and then it gets immediate. So
Yeah.
it doesn't hold over. You can't use it in the next turn if you missed or something. So that's the
Yeah.
limiting factor. You have to bonus action, then attack. All right. So this thing is right fancy pissed. And its displacement ability is disrupted until the end of its next turn, which is this turn currently, so it does not gain the benefit of that. Nonetheless, it charges right for Ulril, the closest target. It may be intelligent, but it knows it's going to eat a meal if it doesn't have to hunt for it. Anakai's up in a tree, and Sam, it's not even going to bother to look for when there's a tasty morsel that just shot it with thunder ass right here. Multi-attack. It gets to make 2 attacks. The first one. Here we go.
Other people.
I don't think a 10 does anything, does it?
Nope.
No?
No.
No. The other tentacle on its shoulders whips on up, arcing on over, and the barbs on the bottom of it rake across your face. Nope. 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 So this thing has like 1 million hit points, and it's already at half of them, and it charges you, and it just flails ineffectually.
I've had a very, very lucky history of just, even when I should be dead, I just stand there and like, nope, no.
Running straight into battle and inexplicably not dying. Though, to be fair, sometimes running into battle and inexplicably dying. Give me a second. It is suddenly dark in here. AFK 1 second. I'm not even going to turn it to the BRB. That didn't really do much, but it helps my eyes. All right. Now then. It looks like it is other elf lady. Let's do some math, shall we?
2 + 2 is 4.
Math with Mort. We're going to make this nice and easy. She is going to take aim right behind this. It's a medium-sized rock. It's not quite as small as it looks like, but it doesn't provide any sort of suitable cover. And she's going to fire off 2 arrows directly at Ulril Belkas because he's the closest target. And she doesn't want to try to make anything. And also because it's funny. Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to declare Ulril as my target for Archer's Eye, which means that I get to do an additional D10 to my next attack with a longbow, which is basically what we just established for him.
Mortanis actually saw what you did and said, no, I'm going to do it better.
Oh, hell no. We got this 1D10 coming on up in here. Here we go.
Watch get a 10.
Also, I can do it multiple times a day, but I can't do it infinitely like he can. Longbow number 1. Kapwing.
Oh, does that mean the D10 is doubled too?
No, just the damage on the.
No, it would.
The damage on the weapon.
All rolled dice are doubled, just like critical. Sneak attack dice are doubled. Oh, hold on.
Flat damage.
Yes.
That is exactly how it works, actually.
Yes, it is how that works.
That is now a 1 for the DM. Look at that. Look at that. Well played. You just probably saved his bacon.
Him.
Well played, sir. Well played. Which means that I have to do it. It is the law. Reality is very disappointing tonight, people. This is the most disappointed I have been since I woke up and was still alive. All right.
Hold on.
Second shot. I still get 2. And unfortunately, as a bonus action, the archer can add 1d10 to its next attack or damage roll. Oh, or damage roll. No, I did say that it would be on the first attack, so I don't think that it carries over. The wording is a little bit obscure, but it does say next attack or damage roll, and I did use it on the next attack. All right, second shot. Will a 25 hit?
Jesus.
It's not a crit, but it's a hell of a lot of damage anyway.
Rolls a 20, rolls a 19.
Yeah, that's max damage, so that would have been dead.
Okay, so hold on 1 second here.
Yep.
I do have a point of inspiration. Does that work to avoid?
I don't think so.
It's for a roll or a story point. And since there's no roll involved here, no. It'd feel wrong to do it again. Fate wants you dead. fate just wants you face down in the muck. So go ahead and, if you would, sir, please take 12 points of damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's
Kerthunk. Yeah, I mean, even though that crit wouldn't have been, because that was minimum damage on the crit, that extra D10 rolled twice could have been fatal. But in this case, a 12 still pretty damn good. All right. She actually raises on up a fist, just kind of fist pumps on up into the air and then yells something. Who all speaks Elven here?
I do.
I think pretty much everybody in the party almost now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't picked what languages Sam knew yet, so I'm not doing anything I'm not metagaming, so I'm just gonna wait till after.
Regardless, since enough of the party understands Elven, I don't need to, try to play coy with it. She yells something that is vaguely against immigrants and the like, you damn people, you dirty non-elves, points specifically at Aeolus. What the hell are you doing with dirty, filthy outsiders? This is our land, man. You can't own land. Urlotsa.
Okay. Udalotsa is going to move here behind the pile of leaves.
I'm just curious about the half-naked man behind Sophia.
Laid out.
I'm going to click the marker button for no reason. Has absolutely nothing to do with wanting to remember this moment.
Was that?
I mean, that's essentially what's going to have to happen.
All right, continuing.
Can't be thrown into this house.
Okay, moves there. And then I'm just worried about clear line of, but that's clear within 60 feet, so we're good. And then casts Ice Knife at the thing.
Ice Knife.
At the thing. All right.
Where?
Oh, that's off screen. Dang it. There.
That was a lot of dice.
That is a huge number of stuff. Now, it at the end of its turn, its displacement returns, so it is disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Oh, okay. I will roll the d20 again.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious, would you still take the first damage then, since the damage wouldn't have been rolled until after the...
Yeah, I mean, that's how we did it when Anakai
Okay, I wasn't
fired
sure.
a shot.
My brain just realized that.
Okay, so that's a 21, I believe.
A 21.
Okay, so the 16 is the one that reigns supreme, and I actually have to click on over to it. That is a hit. Very nice. Let's see. Dexterity save incoming. Can I make this one?
Real, you have to make a dex
Yeah, I
save
was
as
gonna
well.
say, Ulril.
Why are you guys gonna mention this thing?
Because it's you're within 10 feet.
At least
or
it's
5
not
feet.
Sunday and a fireball again, right?
See, look,
I
you're
don't know
fine.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, look at that. So we both made it. So,
So you don't, neither of you take the cold, just the
Neither of you take cold damage.
just the piercing
so
5.
it just takes the 5 piercing. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I am okay with that. Ooh, all right. Anything else?
I don't like that he got
That
excited.
is all.
Aeolus.
Okay. I'm going to attack this woman over here.
Mhm.
All right. So I have my longbow out.
105 feet.
Yep. And I can go 150 feet. So
Very nice.
Oh man.
You can do nothing of the sort. Your arrow goes wide and then sails into the vast abyss of this river, coursing on through. Womp, womp, womp. She actually laughs. And an elven, you're clearly not a true elf, or you would never miss such an easy shot.
Remind me to drown this woman.
Anything else, Eolus?
I look at him and say, "Go for it."
Do it. Step up.
Which him? Because Sophia and the elf are both lady folk.
Sorry, her, Sophia.
All right, and then Sophia.
Oh, God. It's times like this that I remember that I promised that I'd keep these people alive. But it is becoming a little bit more tenuous than I imagined.
I'm still alive.
I know. Not for long.
I'm keeping my distance.
Yes. Let me see here. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk. See here, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna walk there, and Uril, you attacked the creature with a melee attack, correct?
No, I shot it and then it moved to me.
Yeah, it charged him.
Yep.
Oh, damn! I really wish you'd be.
I do have a hand axe if that makes a difference.
Well, it's more about what you have in your hands at the moment. Yes. Okay. But then it would also be at disadvantage. DM, I'll ask you. So right now Uriel has his bow in his hand.
Mhm.
If I use my voice of authority, and he makes one weapon attack, I'm assuming it would have to be the bow in his hand, correct? Because he has not switched it out.
Yeah. While you can draw a weapon as part of another, like a move and the like. I mean, if you're commanding him to do something, it'd be right then and there, I'd say.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to plant my mace down into the ground. I'm going to clutch the symbol on my chest. There will be a slight glow, and I'm going to cast Bless. Let's see here. I'm going to cast. Let me click that so you guys can see it. I'm going to cast Bless on Uril, Anakai, and on myself as well, because I'm willing. So all of you guys have Bless, but I'm also going to use my voice of authority, and I'm going to say, Anakai, shoot that creature again, would you? And so I'm allowing you to make one weapon attack as your reaction if you so choose.
Would I get advantage on this shot?
Is it still disrupted, or did my
It took damage,
causing it
so
to
it
take
should-
damage break its disruption?
Yeah, any damage that it takes breaks its disruption. If it
So
is
it is
hit
no
by an
longer
attack, actually it doesn't
disrupted.
even have to technically damage it. It's just disrupted.
So
But
I
no,
would get
no
advantage
advantage
on
because
this.
it's aware of you, and you're not
Is it?
hidden. I mean,
But it's also attacking Oril.
in
wouldn't get
combat,
advantage
you're
on
aware of everything. You're turning all directions. It's attacking him, but it's not automatically advantage just because it's focusing on one target.
Yep. You do
Gotcha.
get sneak
Right.
attack though, I think, unless that's
Yeah,
only
he
on
would
your
get the sneak attack because you have an adjacent ally
Right.
that voids
Okay.
the advantage part.
Well, let's see if I hit.
And I will say
That is a good hit.
the
You do.
power of Hazardal watches over you. Do not waste it. And then, bless you.
I didn't ask for your god's blessing, but as I fire a shot.
A
And it
good
just like
shot.
pierces the hell out of it.
Okay, 18 points of damage. Fourth arrow blossoms in its ass. All right, anything else, Sophia?
No, because I can't do 2 spells. So I moved. Let's see here, 5, 10, 15. No, I think I like this position right here. This actually seems preferable. Is this right? This is a tree, correct?
Yes.
And actually, in that case, I will move here, at least in the attempt to hide a portion of my body away from the elven people on that. But as a free action, if I may, I'd like to look over, or even a bonus action, I'd like to look over at Aeolus and say, can you explain why these elves are attacking us? I thought you had one of those crests that makes you one of their friends, or whatever you said.
That was, I look back at her and say, that was for the Rangers. These don't seem to be of the same group.
Does that mean we can kill them without consequence? I'll take your silence as a yes. Okay, I'm done with my turn.
All right.
Okay.
The castery type of one, still displacing, just like the beast down there, shifting its aura around it, so it's really hard to tell exactly where she is. Makes a move on forward, and then lightly leaps across this area. They don't need to make checks for doing that because this is their home, and they've trained to do that for reasons that may become apparent later on. She reaches out a hand in an elven and says, all right, sis, it's time for you to go ahead and up. And she vanishes, this elf right here.
Come again? What was that?
She just murdered her sister. Is exactly what happened.
Yes.
Yes.
I find that's not true.
And this one will...
I find that questionable.
Let's actually just do exactly the easiest thing so that I do not mess it up. Vanishes from sight. Anakai.
Let's see. Bonus action. Actually, bonus action. I want to use insightful fighting on her.
Okay.
So my insight roll versus her deception. Wow, a 9 again. That's the exact same roll.
Not a 9.
That's garbage. Well, attack-wise.
I'm going to say that she's aware that something just was cast type of a thing. So she's going to call out in Elven, weakling, that is not how magic is done in these parts.
Well, it's not magic. I'm just eyeing her down.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I'm like
Damn.
like super examining her, just like that's the point of it is I examine the person so well that I can get a gauge on their movements and what they're gonna do.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. That was a good use. But okay, continue.
Almost close. So close. I would have loved that if it was actually magic. Attack. 16.
Are you shooting at the creature?
The creature.
Okay. A 16, and it is not displacing, is a hit. For a grand total of, 15 more points of damage. Whittling it down, it's down to a sliver of remaining health.
And I'm going to reposition on this tree to get a little more behind the main trunk of it.
Okay.
And turn my back to it so it's covering me from this way.
All right. Sam.
So it says you can use the help action as a bonus action and use... Okay, no, so I have to be aiding someone else in the attack, right? I think.
I'd have to read the description. I don't know offhand.
I think so. I'm guessing so. All right, I'm just going to pull out a short bow.
Which one, Sam?
Dang it.
And you were shooting the creature?
Yes.
Okay. And that is actually a hit.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
It is big, it is burly, it relies on its natural defense to do that. And regardless of how I add that up, that is enough to put it down. Dang. I don't think I did
rogues.
Did I actually do any damage against someone? I did a little bit against oh yeah, because we made it into a 1 and then I got like a 12. So wow.
Well, you did hurt
Aeolus.
Oh yeah, I mean that doesn't count.
It hurt Aeolus.
That creature did nothing to me. It was the lady that hit
from
me.
the elven lady. Yeah,
that creature actually didn't touch me.
Yep. You hear a howl from an invisible Connie. No. and the shriek is inhuman because she's an elf, not human.
Bonus action, I'm gonna try and hide.
Okay. Everybody
all can
lined up
hide in
behind
this
that tree. Yep.
Oh, she's more hiding by the base of it. She didn't actually climb up into
I know,
the tree.
but there's still a bunch of people pressed
There's
up
still
against the tree.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia's right up against the tree, so you're hiding behind Sophia. Okay.
Sorry.
And a 20 is pretty dang decent. All right, Ulril.
Yes,
Okay,
you have a
so
tendency to get too close.
I'm going to do a bonus
See if you
action.
can pinpoint where that other elf came from when she screamed from.
Who, me?
Yes.
I guess, yeah, I guess.
Well,
I'll
give me a
take a-
second. Invisibility is very specific, though, because it's actually only disadvantage to attack. Let's see. Invisible explicitly is. An invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or some special magical sense. For the purposes of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. The creature's location can be detected by any noise it makes or any tracks it leaves. Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and my attack rolls have advantage.
Okay, well, could I deduce where she is when she screams?
Potentially, but I'm also going to say that it wasn't easily pinpointable. So why don't you go ahead and make an audio perception, but at disadvantage, because the roar of the river does cover everything, and I've been explicit about the roar of the river for many, many minutes now.
Oh God.
You said disadvantage? Sorry.
Disadvantage.
Sorry.
One more roll. One more roll.
One more roll. Ooh.
Hey,
Oh,
a
hey.
15. I'm going to say that you can knock off the disadvantage to shoot, and you will just get your normal shot. No bonus. Just, you're fairly certain where
So-
she is.
Okay, so then in that case, I'm going to roll for her. I'm going to do the bonus action first to give me that one extra 1d8. And then I'm going to,
Hold on. Let me read the text of that, 'cause I'm-
perception would have been your.
but it's a bonus action.
you choose one creature you can see, which you can,
I can't see. Okay,
and it's also
yeah.
within 30 feet. Yes.
so I guess I don't know where she is. Okay, never mind. I'll just roll the hit.
I mean, you know where she is relatively, but you still can't see her.
Right, that's what I'm. Okay, yeah. Come on.
Ooh, that is definitely a hit. Give me a second, because
Cool.
I got to change my tier here. Let's see. 8 points of damage. Dang Skippy. All right, anything else?
If I again this is a stretch, but I will totally accept a no as the answer. Can I use a point of inspiration and a bonus action to throw my axe where my arrow sunk?
I don't think you can throw your axe nearly that far.
So bonus action attacks with melee weapons have to be made with a light weapon, and inspiration only gives you advantage on any attack roll you make, saving throw you make, or ability check you make.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
or
give
we're
you another
doing it with
attack.
a story point in
Okay.
this case.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say a rule of cool, but you know, I'm going to allow just about anything if it can be justified. But I don't think you can huck it 60 feet accurately.
Actually, I can throw it a light hand axe light weapon 20 to 60 feet.
All right, you're going to
60
take
is with
disadvantage on this
So
again.
it'd be a normal roll with your inspiration.
I totally accept this, but I just want to try.
Okay, and of course, I've just shown where she is. So
You can make it a normal roll with inspiration.
no, the inspiration is the fact that he's doing this at all.
Ah,
Especially if you shot a bow, which requires two hands.
I had it.
Womp womp.
Yeah, your arrow or your axe goes sailing into the river with a.
Oh, now you don't even have an axe.
Oh, there goes that axe.
It's okay. He'll have other axes.
I will find other axes. That's not a
His
concern.
spirit animal in another campaign lifts an axe out of a barrel and it vanishes into the ether. All right, done?
It's like Star Wars Episode 9. He just puts the hand axe behind his back and it appears in Ulril's hands.
Yes. All right, someone whom you cannot see. It is not Doodleotsa's turn because I've moved them off onto the GM tier. They do not show. So it is now my turn. Let's see here. As a bonus action, I am going to again use Archer's Eye. I am going to declare it against Ulril. the next attack, which I am explicitly in next attack, is going to be against Ulril, and as we just established, because I'm invisible, I get advantage on my rolls. So here we go. I'm firing twice. Both of them get advantage. And the first one, regardless of hit or miss, would get plus 1d10. First shot. Will a 21 hit you?
Yes, it will.
Yes. Yes, it will. Oh my gosh. Minimum on that. So you take 6 points of damage from the first shot, thereby consuming my archer's eye. My second shot, I don't think a 10 will hit.
Nope.
After all that effort to give her a sniper super
roll
advantage
on that one.
Yeah, I did. Well,
do
that's
multiple
weird.
attacks get advantage?
Oh no, I did. Yes.
For being invisible?
Explicitly, attack roll. This creature's attack rolls have advantage. It is plural, and apparently, I just clicked normal on that one, so you are right. Okay, well, a 15 hit.
No, I have 16.
Okay, well, then you only take that 6 points of arrowed damage. That is honestly a little impressive.
I'm calling out to her, and I'm full cocky at this point, just because.
I mean, you do have an arrow sticking out of your shoulder, so.
Hubris.
I'm just yelling. I'm yelling at her. I'm like, "What about these weak shots? I mean, I'm still standing."
Oh, yes, we do it now.
The river eats you.
It's like any of those scenes where you think the creature's dead and then it lunges forward, and you are Ron Perlman in Pacific Rim. Yeah. Right, Udalotsa, you may go.
This one moves to it helps if I click the move tool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And thus you are finally on the map.
And then casts create bond. Asks, do we want the bridge to stay connected?
I really don't think it would matter, and we probably need to cross it.
I'm not swimming in it.
And personally, I need it to be able to beat their faces in.
I'm gonna ask you, how far can you cast bonfire? Just cast it on lady.
I got 60 feet, so.
Wait, I would know.
I also have to see. I also have to. Well, I guess I could just cast it in the general area of.
All these arrows.
I can cast it.
Assuming she hasn't moved, I should be able to tell Lotsa where she vaguely is, right?
I mean, you could. I mean, it's going to take more than a quick action to describe the exact 5 foot square she's in relative to something else. But you know what? Sure, why not?
I'll tell her where she vaguely is and be like, "Can you cast there?"
It was like here-ish, right? So no.
Okay. So then, never mind.
Oh yeah, and I'm on the wrong square too. So it's like 70. So I can get like the bank. So, I set a bonfire on the bank nearby to where. Let's choose this square right here.
Okay.
So I set a bonfire right there.
Look, it's pretty.
Well,
Okay.
That should in theory help, because in case she has to, like, if she teleports or something, or she now has to go through the bridge unless she wants to be fire.
I mean, you can walk across the bridge 10 feet away from the bonfire.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're funneling her, so if she's teleporting, tries to jump across. Now we're forcing her through the bridge.
Okay.
Or the south side of end to jump across here, but yeah.
Yeah, we're forcing her in a certain way that we want her to go.
All right. Anything else?
That is all.
Aeolus.
Okay. Eolus is going to move in. Whoa. I don't like a trap. There's my 35 feet. And I will have asked Oral about where she was at.
I tell him vaguely where, not accurately describing as you, just like vaguely that
Not enough to not get disadvantage.
Yeah, you're still going to get disadvantage on the shot.
I'm just gonna. She's vaguely over here.
All right, then I'm going to shoot with the longbow.
Vaguely.
Roughly where. Yep. Disadvantage.
A
Hey!
20 is still going to be a hit.
Second
Very
arrow.
well done.
On top of that, because I'm using the same weapon as before when I used the Crimson Rite. Yep. I have to do I think it was a 1d4. Yes, 1d4 extra damage. And that is fire damage.
Elves are immune to fire.
Here's
What's the
a
1d4?
question for
Not one.
when you cast invisibility and all of your stuff and everything you have equipped goes invisible with you. If you get shot by an arrow, does the arrow still stay visible, or
No.
does it now become
It
part of
becomes
your
part of their gear. The magic knows somehow.
That's okay.
Well, 8 points of damage, so.
Don't you question the magic.
Okay. Anything else? I think
That's
that was
all I can
everything. Okay.
How about-
Sophia.
She must be real pissed. I went invisible. They can't hit me.
And then two people shoot her. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she mostly went invisible to get the advantage, and that didn't work either. That was just a shit show.
Yeah.
I think the mage, the caster elf is probably more pissed because her sister isn't able to bleep us up.
Yeah.
And remember,
She's like-
the mage is displacing, so that's disadvantage on ranged attacks. Or melee, technically. Just no one's there, so.
Yes, in that case, I'm going to move, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see here.
Question for myself. Is this concentration? It is. So, Sam, you don't have 16 AC anymore because
Okay.
bonfire breaks my concentration.
You're all good.
Keeping fire going is more important than keeping you alive at this point.
I mean, I'm also not getting hit too much. I'm not getting hit at all. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a curse. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to say we need one of them alive, and I'm going to bring myself over to. Let's see here. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and. That's so damaged there. Damn. You'll be perfectly fine. You're surrounded with friends.
I'm still alive but barely breathing. It's fine.
Yes, I think that you're going to do wonderful in this situation.
You don't have 10 HP actually, do you? You have less than that, right?
No, I have 10. I took 12 and then I took 6.
Can I
okay.
interject for a second?
Yes.
Do you guys remember one of the most cardinal rules about casting invisibility on someone?
You
It's a
can't see when
concentration
they're
spell.
sad.
It's concentration.
It's not.
Yep.
Oh, it's not concentration.
But when you make
I'm
an
a
attack
liar.
roll, you break invisibility.
Oh,
Oh.
Now, we're not going to roll back, but you guys should have been able to see her after she did the double shot. I'm an idiot tonight. To be fair, I got 2 hours of sleep.
You're totally fine, Morta.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
you're totally fine.
Just suddenly she
We
looks
can
down
just
at
pretend
herself.
The first one didn't happen,
crap!
so-
I'm visible.
As a
If
second
anything,
arrow
I blame
lodges in-
Uriel. So where I'm standing, in that case, if they're both actually standing right there,
Yes.
that actually makes my life a lot easier. But I won't attack that one. I'm going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at the elf that I can see.
Well, you can see both of them now. So which one would you?
The one that was there before.
Oh, okay. Caster
yes.
elf. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, that does use my last first level. Oh, but why not? Let's go ahead and just go crazy, shall we? Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Jesus, fuck.
Nope.
Disadvantage. So
Jeez.
Yes. I don't know why it rolled that, but we'll do this again and just pray it doesn't coat everything and
You have Dancing on yourself, by the way.
Is it not rolling again? No? Okay.
well, in this case, regardless of what you roll, you'll miss.
Yeah, it'll just fail. Yeah. No, it's fine then.
Because an 11 is not quite good enough to hit.
But you have Bless.
Oh, look at that.
Ah.
Yeah, excellent.
You have bless, buddy.
Cheers, boss.
Yep, bless.
That is true.
And let me roll my d4 then.
Get that 4.
Yeah,
Get that 4.
just a 2.
Okay, so that is a 13 versus her AC, which against a mage with mage armor does not hit.
Okay.
But was
tried.
very close. Had you gotten that 4, that would have been a hit.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to use my inspiration posthumously here. Okay. Shoot. Well, that's it. That's all I'm going to do.
All right, that is the end of that round. Top of the chart with the caster. All right. This is going to be an easy choice. Let's see here. Because we're going like full Harry Potter because Aeolus is a blood trader at this point. So caster is going to make sure that I have range on this because, oh my God, I do not. That is why. Oh, that's the wrong spell. All right. Let's cast a measuring stick. The measuring stick is close enough. She still shimmering, still shifting, gestures at, you are the worst sort of elf, the absolute filth of the land, not fit to be buried even beneath the feet. The wolves will eat your flesh and your bones will be shipped outside of the sacred forest. Die. And she gestures at Aeolus. And I click and nothing happens. Why did that happen? There we go.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Phantasmal Killer. Concentration, 1 minute. Well, it just gives absolutely no description. That's cool. Thanks, game. You tap into the nightmares of a creature.
If you have it on partial instead of full, that might be why.
Maybe. I thought I had it on full. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. Yes.
You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range. You create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns when the spell ends, the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw. Take 4d10 psychic damage.
Ooh, what the heck?
All right.
So enjoy
So
psychic terrors.
that did not work very well for you. Let's just point that out. So a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature cannot move willingly towards the source of its fear. So I don't know what your deepest, darkest fears would be, but they are manifest within your mind, chasing you, haunting you, ravaging you. And then, as we just discovered, at the end of each of the target's turn, it's not yet. That's not yet.
That's not it.
Darn. All right. And then she's going to blithely, simply, easily leap back on across and move to her tree rather than taking the bridge. I wonder why. Anakai.
It's probably like being pet backwards, like with a wet hand, you know?
That's Anakai's. For sure. Bonus action, I would like to stealth.
Okay.
24. And from here, I would like to fire a arrow at the visible sister within range.
Okay.
Advantage, yes.
Yep, your stealth. I have no way to penetrate that.
I'm going to go ahead and add that bless roll just for safety purposes.
Fair.
That is a 17.
That is now a hit, but it was not before. Bless has saved the roll. So that will be a grand total of 16 points of arrow to the face damage.
Nice.
That's painful. Yeah, that catches her full. I mean, just scrapes a furrow across the cheek, flaying it bare to the bone. And that pisses her off, as if she wasn't already pissed about the death of Connie. But, you know, that is a good hit.
No. I'm going to yell out, you're picking a wrong fight with a group that's a lot larger. You don't want to do this. And then just mutter to himself, I really don't want to be here right now.
I should use perception dice, see if I can determine where you stealthed at. But, Sam.
So I believe Sam is still stealthed as well, right? From the last time?
I don't believe you've taken an action that would break that afterwards. You snuck up behind the tree, and that's where you wound up ending.
So she's going to move up one, and then she's also going to shoot her shot at the visible elf.
Okay. That will also be advantaged.
Oh,
but it will also be a failure.
I'm sad.
Yep.
Bonus action re-stealthing.
Okay. While you're doing that, Orwell.
Okay. Can I drink a potion and then still attack?
Technically speaking, a potion is a action, which is the dumbest thing ever. So
some people do free object interaction, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because if a potion consumes your entire turn, that's kind of a little overpowering in my book. That's how it's supposed to be, but that's dumb. So go ahead and drink a potion. We'll call it a bonus action.
Okay.
Or part of your move, since that way you're not losing a bonus action if you already have one.
Okay. Why didn't I give me that? Okay. Anytime dice. So 5 plus 2, so 7. Okay. Better than nothing. That's good. Okay. So then I'm going to, before I attack, would you rather me not have a bonus action this turn then?
No. No.
Okay.
Consuming a potion, I'm just, I mean.
Okay.
I'll be right back real quick.
But also, you're not within 30 feet of them, so if you're going to cast your thing, it won't matter.
No, it's a different thing.
He's got another thing for her. Wait.
Things on things.
Things on things on things on things on things.
Okay, so this just says, so I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns. Well, I guess I should have, it's a roll to attack. So the next attack with a ranged weapon, then this kicks in.
Okay, so let me go ahead and make my dex save. A very dexterous elven archer might have an okay dex. Oh crap, did I just hubris it?
Well, she has to, I do have to roll I still have to, it's for the next attack that I do, so I'm casting it as a bonus action.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, so I'll roll the hit then.
Okay. That is going to be a hit. Okay. So the arrow hits and then rain of thorns that sprout from your ranged weapon and ammunition.
Correct.
So, okay, now I make the saving throw, which I have successfully failed. And so I will take the 12 points of damage plus the 10 points of damage because inexplicably rolled max damage for 22 points of pokey damage. That is a lot of poking. Arrow full of thorns and thistles and vines. And she gives a shrill shriek of pain and obvious, they're using the forest against us, love. And yes, sister was not a literal biological thing.
I'm I'm going to call out and just be like, "You're not the only elves that know how to use magic." I'm doubling down. I'm doubling down on my hubris. I don't care. You can't hubris more than once on the same action, so I'm just gonna keep going.
You want to bet?
You want to bet?
She actually looks at you. You're not even an elf. What could you
Yeah,
possibly know about it?
I'm a half elf. It kind of counts. Just
Yeah, I'm
let
just gonna point out that these type that call Aeolus a blood traitor don't consider you an elf by any stretch.
I don't.
I'm a half elf. Everyone elvish laughs.
You're half human and half trash fire in their eyes. You know.
Well, the trash fire is winning. So
Right. Were you gonna move?
Wrong.
No,
You're
because you
also
drank the
half
potion.
high elf, right?
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
one of these type of elves. You're
So
one
you're
of
not
the
even,
better
like,
elves.
The right kind of elves.
I'm one of the better elves. Glance over at Aeolus. I didn't mean that. I'm just getting under her skin.
yeah, it's nothing personal. I swear.
Okay. She is going to move 30 feet to the other side of the shore. Also jumping, not needing to. She is going to drop down onto a knee just for status effect purposes. There's no point. And she is going to take 2 sniping shots again at Aeolus for no other purpose than he is a blood traitor and deserves to die, regardless of what Ulril has done. First shot, none of these have advantage. Oh, for the third and final time, I will give my archer's eye, but this time I will glare at Aeolus as a bonus action. My first shot is the one that will consume that. So here we go. Survey says, will a 16 hit you?
No,
Really? Hell type
because
of...
of the thing that Sophia did earlier. The blessing.
Bless doesn't affect your AC.
No, the
No,
warning
no.
bond.
The warning.
bond.
The
Oh.
warning bond.
The
Ah,
+1 just put him up to a 17.
Yep.
is the warding bond
Now, don't you add your D10
concentration?
No, it's just a touch. Yes, it's actually quite ridiculous, isn't it? It's simply it's a touch and it lasts. It's touch. It's not concentration. It lasts for 1 hour. I just had to touch him and walk away. Just like
That's pretty
my
cool.
father.
That was
Yes.
warding bond? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Can't you add
It's
your
a second level spell. Nice.
that? Can't you add your D10 to the 16 though? Is that not what the archer's eye does? I thought you said that's what it did.
No, it adds it to the damage. As a bonus, the archer can add 1d10 to its... Oh, next attack,
To
or
attack
damage
or
roll.
damage.
Yes.
That's why. If the attack hit,
Axe,
you do it
what
to
are you
damage.
doing?
No, that's...
I'm being fair. I
That's
can't
true.
call him out on his shit and then not call us out on ours and try and get away with it. I'm all for all
Yes, you
equal
can.
rights.
And since
No,
it's
you
the
can't
last
yell.
one I'm going to do,
I'm for equal rights.
This is players versus DM, but I also agree.
will a 20 hit you now, sir?
Yeah.
12
I have
points
to
of
be
damage.
fair. Fair
I
is
was
fair.
totally misreading it, and that's why I
Which-
didn't understand it. I would have added that to each attack. I was reading it as the next attack. Yep.
Which 12 points is halved because of warding bond. Gives him resistance to all damage.
Has resistance to all damage.
Yep.
Yes,
Wait.
but
While the
it's-
target is within 60 feet of you, it gains +1. Okay, and the target is within 60 feet. It has resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount.
So they both take 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, it's half.
But they don't take 12.
Yeah.
It's the same total amount of damage, but it's split
Split,
between
yeah.
the two people.
That makes sense, the way it's described there. Okay, so yeah, both of you will take 6.
I felt that.
And now my second shot will also fire against Aeolus. And I get no tricks on this one. And it does not hit regardless. There's no magic to make this one better. Urlotza.
Sophia, which of them do you want to keep for questioning?
Whichever one is still alive. I don't care which.
Aim for the one that's already damaged.
Jesus, this one.
Whichever one looks more pliable. I'll leave that up to you. You seem to be a good judge of character. And I look at him and I say, That was a joke. That is allowed within my rules of lying. It's never mind. Do what you do.
I cast Ice Knife at the archer.
Ooh. Ooh, that is going to be pretty darn painful.
Don't
Let's.
forget the dex save.
Oh, right. The dex save. Okay, why is it not coming up? There. Oh.
All 11.
Okay, that is going to be 11 points of. That's now a 1. Uralotsa.
Okay.
Thank you.
I feel like it
Invisible.
was a little late.
I feel like after making the I don't know. Up to you, DM.
After making the what?
Dex save.
The
You
dex
made
save
dex
already.
save and then
Well, to be fair, the 1 would only. It depends what they were doing it on. If it was for your ice knife, they would still at least take the cold damage, I believe.
Take the cold damage regardless. Yeah.
Well, it's you can't make a dex save into a 1. It turns a die into a 1. So the only die
I mean,
roll
a
is
dex
the attack.
save is still a die roll.
Right, but that's now a 1 for players.
Okay, was that what it was?
Yeah.
It just says redeemed. That's now a 1. It doesn't actually say for player.
Oh yeah, but because the other ones say explicitly
Oh,
DM.
Udalotsa. I see it now.
Yeah.
So the attack roll misses, but I still take the ice knife regardless because I failed the dex
The
save.
cold. Just the cold.
Yep.
So I will take
Cold damage.
9 points of damage. I appreciate the effort, Invisible Vandal. Thank you for that. And you were firing at which one? The archer?
Archer. Yeah.
That's pretty dang bad. She is standing at a sliver now. Anything else?
Nope. That is
Okay.
all.
Aeolus.
Il's gonna attempt to attack Archer. And what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just looking at Discord, that's all.
Yep, sorry.
Let's see. And that is disadvantage because I'm afraid.
is that still going?
Yeah.
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 We're all like, yeah.
Damn.
And
Yeah, until he fail. Okay, so target makes a wisdom save, which he failed. On a failed save, he's frightened for the duration, which is a minute, and then at the end of each turn, he gets to end of his turn, he gets to make another whiz save or take that 4d10. So,
Damn, that 28 though.
so that is going to be a miss.
okay.
Anything
Then
else you'd
here's
like
my
to do?
list. That's it.
Ooh. Let's see. The save is
So close.
no, it's a DC 13.
Oh, he passes.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Oh,
Spellcasting
Wow.
ability is intelligence. Spell save is DC 13.
Dude,
That
praise-
would have. That could have
praise be
potentially.
to
You know what?
Hazaddle.
Let's just find out. Let's just
praise be to Hazaddle.
let's just find out. That would have been a kill. That would have been a kill.
Oh.
I mean, unconscious. I mean, it wouldn't have murderized him, but
Halved, technically.
But
I
think
guess
that's
that's. I guess that's true. I mean,
It says all damage.
it doesn't say all
11
damage. It does say.
Yeah.
well, not just that, just the fact that because of the spell that Sophia did, Sophia would have took that much damage as well.
I know.
Yeah. It would have been 11 damage.
Oh.
And I'm noticing no one watching is going to spend their points to save poor old DM here. No, I mean I've given plenty of time here on the clock, so thank you guys. You're all wonderful. All right. So yeah, that was a level 4 spell that did absolute. Well, I mean you got frightened and missed your shot, so that's pretty good. But you were no longer frightened.
Oh, thank goodness. That whole turn, I was like, oh, please stay alive. Please stay alive.
All right.
Yeah, you would have died.
Sophia.
Kitty.
Yes, okay. So, we still have that, they're still alive, which is, annoying.
There's also a
Annika-
bonfire.
Yes. Annika, are you able to shoot the one that's standing right there?
I can.
Mm,
With a little adjustment.
Okay. Well, I think that'll be the best. Wait, who's the better shot? Actually, no, Uriel could use this. Uriel, you still have your longbow out, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
God.
good. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and cast, yes, I'm going to go ahead and cast Healing Word on you. Here we are. You. Cool. I don't know why that rolls twice. So you get 6 healing, but I'm also going to use my voice of authority. So you're able to make a weapon attack. And I'm going to point to the one that's basically dead and say, can you shoot that one in the face? We won't need her.
Okay. So first off, before I do, I'm gonna do a little powwow with the hubris gods. Listen, I talk some shit. I talk some shit. I want to throw that out there. I talk some shit.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, get your hubris ready.
I talk some shit. I'm gonna throw that out there. I acknowledge
Let's
it.
see how Hazadal feels about you now.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
And we line up for the bat.
16.
Oh.
And that's against the archer?
Right down the third baseline.
If that's against the archer, that is a hit on the dot.
The third baseman misses.
However, she
understand
is
hockey.
still standing.
What is the bless? Can I do? Is it for attack?
It's
as
not
well?
damage.
It's
Okay.
attack
It's
or
just for attack
save.
rolls.
Just thought I'd ask.
All right. Any movement or any? You're just gonna keep standing by the corpse of a gigantic cat.
Okay, that's dancing. I was gonna be like, that is way too late. I was gonna say that's way too late.
Yeah, we've established that the players can't do any of that, but that would be hilarious. All right, ready? Moving on. It is now Caster Lady's turn, and she is going to cast Mirror Image on herself, which does indeed stack with her displacement.
Ooh.
So, 3 versions of herself spawning out, each of them kind of doing the shimmer dance, displacing their location. So, you still get disadvantage while firing against her, and then there's a percentage chance that you hit one of the images instead. So that is a double stacking damage. And that is a action, and for her movement, that's actually going to be time to make a smart move. There we go. She's going to get behind the rockle bits. Love, it's time to do you know what. Anakai?
No, by the way.
Does the archer know where I am? Or does it seem she has got eyes on me?
She's looking in that general direction, but there's a lot of people hanging around by that tree at this point. So she's not looking upward, but it's hard to say.
Okay. For the safety bit, let's roll a stealth for my bonus action.
I mean, she has not, as of yet, made an active perception check, but you don't know what her passive might be. Ooh.
I'm going to...
Her passive is
drop
probably
this
better than her.
and card off to this one.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Climb, climb, climb.
And looky there. will go ahead and attack.
No, it's my cheesecake. Go away.
Okay, her perception and passive is definitely high enough to have noticed. It does not matter. Does not matter. 24 is more than enough to be a hit. And hey, 5 points of piercing damage is enough to put her down. Just
right
barely.
between the eyes.
There we go. Why did that not pop up?
Turn to Sophia and I say I can hit any shot.
How does it feel knowing that we've killed 2 of your loved ones?
A scream rings up from the other side of the rock. No!
And then last bit. There we go.
Just to piss her off, just move a little bit closer. All right. Sam?
Let's see. Give me 1 second. Try and.
Oh, I will also say, avoid these. They might have a pitfall.
Sam would know that because she watched you fall into one.
Truth, but everyone else might not know.
I'll also yell out. They haven't been using the bridges. Please, I think that's on purpose.
So is this a tree right here?
Nope, that is a fern.
Okay.
Very nice fern.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy. It's a deer fern. There's 4 different types of fern in Washington.
Well, screw it. I would take disadvantage on the shot anyway. Although wait, I'm stealthed still from her. So this would be a normal shot, right?
You would get
broken
advantage
stealth
that
from
would
before.
cancel out her displacement.
Not just the displacement, also because I would be shooting it at a longer range than my bow, for my bow. But they don't stack.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no multiple levels, so 2 disadvantage,
Okay.
1 advantage is still just
Screw
regular.
it. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, regular
to
shot
shoot.
incoming. Hey,
23.
that is a
Nice.
hit.
It's
Now,
just 8. It's just 8.
well, yeah, but you still got to get past the mirror
Yep,
image.
D4. I
So
believe.
let's see. If you have 3 duplicates, which she still does, roll a d20.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to do it or you?
You. All right. You must roll higher than a 6 to change the attack's target to. Oh, okay. I have to roll it. I see. Okay. I do have to roll it. 1d20. I have to roll higher than a 6, which I do. I
Dang.
redirect it to one of the very, very shimmery mirror images next to her, which just goes up with a silent little.
Oh well, I got.
That's
I got rid
now
of
a
the-
1 DM. Did you? Oh,
Except
wait.
it's Alan.
It's a player. Players can't
Except
do
it's
that.
Alan.
I saw it for a split second, and then my heart dropped into my stomach, and I was gonna crush.
Well, Danzig did it,
someone.
and he did it against me, so I'm just doing
Oh my god.
Very funny.
What did I do to you?
All right,
Try to
so
roll-
2
make
duplicates
my roll
remain.
one.
Oh well, I got rid of a duplicate. I'm
You did.
happy
You
with
did
that.
pop one of those, so
How many arrows have I fired?
I
2
don't
or 3?
pay attention to your numbers.
I feel bad because I'm one of those people who keeps track of ammo.
No,
I'd say
no one else
like
does. So
3. I think
Yeah,
3.
Nope. Right.
Also, bonus action, stealth.
no. Okay. While you're doing that, Ulril.
Oh god damn it. If I keep pushing it? Because I know if I keep pushing my luck, I'm gonna fall right through that bridge.
You know what would
Because
be
of my
hilarious?
hubris.
Hubris.
My hubris is gonna catch up eventually.
My hubris is taking.
So I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to perception the bridge to see.
Did you walk over that grass pit, or did you walk around that grass pit?
I deliberately am going to go like this.
Around.
around
Okay.
the grid.
So you're going to make an active perception on the bridge.
Yes.
Give it a go.
Isn't that an investigation?
Or
I mean,
If
he,
you're vaguely looking to see if
yeah.
something's like there, I
Investigation.
think it's perception.
he's not
If
spending a
investigation is
lot of
like-
time. Investigation is a
Yeah.
time-based type of thing.
Oh really?
Gotcha.
Well, you know, it's more intense. It takes longer. You
Yeah.
can't really investigate
Well-
shortly.
I want to investigate like the state of this bridge.
Okay, so you're gonna poke at it and look at it. Yeah, it doesn't look very solid. I'll take that back. It looks very solid, but you can see that it has been crafted in such a cunning way that the vine ropes that hold everything together look nice and thick, but where they actually anchor things in key locations of stress points, they are not supportive. Anything above maybe a small creature would probably cause it to go tumbling into the chasm below, which, to be fair, is only a 10-foot chasm, but it is a raging river. Not much of a chasm, but it would still suck. So, and the walls are fairly sheer. It's hard to get out of that disadvantage climb on your check.
So I'm going to relay this information and basically be like, yeah, no, these bridges suck. If we cross them, we will fall through, especially walking tin can. So let's we're gonna need a way across.
Did I bless him? I blessed him.
Yeah, there's a little flexing
I
man there.
Blessed him. Huh. Yes, this one will remember.
That made him
Yeah, it
hubristic.
seemed out of character. It seemed out of character for you.
What?
Blessing.
Sophia blessing Orel specifically.
Oh no! It's perfectly within canon.
And to be
he's been 100% been my meat shield.
Yeah.
If we're walking into a trap or something, I make sure that he takes all the damage. Now I did make the mistake last time in thinking that I'd actually want to keep myself somehow attached to that damage, and that's why I put the warding thing on Aeolus instead.
Yeah,
This is all
Udalotsa
planned
and
out.
Oril are lowest on the shit list, but they're still on the shit list. I mean, let's just be
Yes.
honest.
I mean, no one can be on Hubert tier, but
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you controlled me and I still made the shots. So I mean, like.
Yeah, but you failed to kill her.
What is I can't control what these arrows do. I just shoot and I hit. Like, come on.
So free action. Udalotsa says to pretty friend, she prefers to be called Sophia.
Oh, that's a good callback. Do you have a point of inspiration? You can have one now. If you already have it, stop hoarding.
I do not, but now I do. Woo!
Yeah.
And then I do also turn to and thank you for the bonus. I do deeply appreciate your efforts. And that I do mean that in a sincere way, though. Like, I know it sounded sarcastic. It was sincere.
I can't tell anymore if this is the player or the character.
Yes.
Are you doing anything else? Are you guys just having a romance while? Oh wait, Sophia. No, I'm just having a regular romance while you guys are. A moment. There you go.
Well, I'm going to ask.
Mance.
I'm going to ask you to load some. Like, is there any way you can make this stronger with your?
Can you make the
magical
bridge
powers?
less sucky?
Can you tell your dead relatives to be better?
That's no.
Can
that's
you
not what
speak
I
to the
asked.
bridge? I mean, I've seen you do weird things. I don't know what you can really do.
Use your wind powers to blow
I mean,
from above.
in all honesty, that's basically what Ulrol's grasping at. He's like, I don't know what you're capable of. Is there any way you can make help?
This one can make one climb as if they were a spider. Yes.
So you can cast that on him and then push him into the river so he can climb up the other side. Yeah.
I mean, sure. Whatever gets to the other side, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
right.
I'll get there.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Oh, that's right. I got to remove her because she dead. Very dead. Udalotsa, that makes it your turn.
I asked the group, who are we sending to cross this chasm?
Who's going to be the designated
assu-
murder bot?
Assuredly, someone who is more light on their feet. I am not the most dexterous person, but I'm sure that there's some here who are quite adept at something. I don't know, someone who also might be quite adept at climbing trees, and I casually look
Cat
over
friend.
towards.
If only there was someone like that.
Cat friend, do you wish to be able to climb like spider?
Spider-Man.
I don't really like
Spider-Cat.
spiders.
I will also
But it's
point
better
out,
than Giant Cat.
I do also
Offensive
have.
willy noises.
I do also have 19 decks as well.
I do too.
All right, Bragg.
Uriel said he can climb trees pretty well, right?
I kind of look at. I like kind of look at like.
That's a good point.
Like you could actually see two parts of my brain. I'm like, do I admit I'm not good at something, and or do I let my hubris take over?
Or do I volunteer?
I volunteer as tribute.
See? Yeah.
Oh boy, I listed again.
Do we
Hubris.
Send pretty friend to fight.
He's about a 7, like 6 out of 10, but yeah.
Nah, he's got that high charisma, that 20, that supernatural level of good looks.
So I will walk over to Uriel and cast Spider Climb.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
So the bonfire is now gone.
Gonna drown in the river if
is
you
now
can.
gone.
Okay, now I gotta actually remove that cheese. I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? Yep.
You're gonna make him remove his beautiful artwork?
That is also the wrong layer. What layer did I put that on? Oh, there we go.
Me, whenever I
So-
do art.
So I can cross safely.
Yes.
I mean, you can cross.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything?
Well, it's not your turn.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Until the spell ends, one willing creature, you can move up, down, or across vertical surfaces or upside down along ceilings. But that doesn't mean that the bridge is going to magically support your weight anymore. It just means that you'll be stuck to the bridge when it collapses underneath you.
Or the
Or it
rope.
means that you don't have disadvantage climbing sheer walls.
Yes, once you get into the water, you'll be able to make a normal check on the other side. You know, it's like Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom, where he cuts that, and then inexplicably he hangs on when it falls like 300 meters away. You're going to be able to do that.
Oh, actually, he won't have to make a check at all as long as it's
He can just walk up.
Vertical
He just
surfaces,
walk
that's
up
no
it.
problem. So,
Okay.
all right, that's fair. Anything else, Urolotza?
that is all.
Aeolus.
We have no idea where this person is, do we?
Sam is shot at her.
You can kind of see
We know
the
that
elf.
she's behind the rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's not invisible. She's kind of got her head poking out. Meh.
She's miragey and
Yeah.
hard to see.
Oh, yeah, and
but-
there's probably, like 2 other shimmery
One
ghost
other.
images.
No,
No,
it's 2.
No,
she gets
there's
3.
2 others. There were 3.
Oh,
Yep.
I
And there's
thought
2 left.
never mind.
Yeah, I only
thought
got
it was-
1.
My bad.
There's
Nope.
3 additional, not 3 total.
Yep, I thought it was 3 total. My bad.
Oh, good.
So, whoa, not what I wanted to do. I mentioned I hate using trackpad.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. It's awful.
Yeah,
You
Um,
should stop by my house and pick up the spare mouse I have for you.
tomorrow. if I hadn't had to pick up a laptop today, I would have. Let me see if I can actually measure this with trackpad. Oh, and just move my thing in the wrong direction.
Would you like... There you go. It's 95.
Thank
Three
you.
different people.
95.
Everybody.
It takes a village.
Appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to use my longbow then, since it's less than 150.
Okay.
Remember, we ain't trying to
Anything-
kill her. Apparently.
Oh no, I
Just
Well,
wound
I
her a
mean-
bunch. Right?
Yes, I'm not gonna.
Technically,
I'm
we
not
can
gonna
only knock
cry a
out with
river.
melee. So,
Yeah, we established that, didn't we?
yep.
Is there anything specific about this roll? Is it normal roll or?
It's disadvantaged because she's still got her displacement up until someone damages her.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Dang.
Womp womp.
Ha!
yeah.
That was a waste. Nice try, though. I do appreciate you attempting to help me out on that one, Invisible Vandal. So very much appreciated, even though it was already a fail.
Invisible Vandal seems to have it out for us.
Apparently so. Yeah, arrow goes
like
wide.
Target of
I feel targeted.
the target of someone's hate.
The eye.
The ire, that's it. The target of their ire.
10, 15.
Means that we are worthy
We are worthy of someone's ire means we are doing the
Yeah,
right
you're doing a good job then. I mean, all right.
That's it for me, by the way.
Okay, Sophia.
Oh Lord. Okay. So apparently no one can get across this bridge. And this is taking far too long. Unfortunately, I don't have any spells that say you can walk across water. I wish I did, but I don't.
That's not a religious thing. I don't know why you would expect you could as a cleric.
Yes. Clearly different expectations of my skills here. I guess what I'll do is the other person hasn't made any shots or anything against us.
Just phantasmal killered Aeolus to very little effect.
Yeah, they try to kill me, so
3, 4.
That's true.
I will sit right here. And I don't really. I mean, there's nothing else quite that I want to do, and I'm. Oh wow, I'm actually completely tapped on spells. What kind of cleric am I? And I'm not within any range to do anything. So yes, I'll actually just sit here. I don't have anything else that I want to do.
Okay. I mean, you guys are the ones that do the things. I help the people that do the things. Earn your keep,
Yes.
people. Earn your keep.
Well, I'm trying to.
No, them.
Oh.
I
no.
assume Sophia is just like, well, go ahead.
Just
Do your thing. The mage is going to peek out around the boulder there and quickly measure distance. And for the very first time, I'm going to cast a actual spell that can deal some serious damage. And I'm going to kick it up a slot. Actually, let's see. How many slots can I kick it up? I have a 3rd level slot that's available. So I'm going to cast Magic Missile at Aeolus at 3rd level.
Oh boy.
of course you are.
Let's see here. So that is going to create 3 darts, of course. So here we go. Really, that is not the button that I wanted to click. Why does it not roll damage? Why does it not shoot? Okay, fine.
That's a spell card.
Yeah, but I'm clicking on the dice roll thing. Okay, apparently creature spells just don't get any of that unless I bring up the... Nope. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You take 10.
Is it +1 on each?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's when you cast it at higher, you just get an additional bolt. You don't get anything bonus,
Oh, wow.
thankfully. So, and they are unerring. 3 purple bolts of force go soaring through the air, and 1, 2, 3, right across the face. Slap.
That was for Uriel, you said?
For Aeolus.
Me.
Aeolus.
Aeolus.
And so
The
that would
blood
be-
traitor.
So that would be
10
5
points.
damage.
Ah, yes. Now, each one is halved. So yeah, I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter. So it just goes 2, 2, 1. So ultimately, same effect, no diff. Pew pew pew. And then because that is the
how you doing, Sophia?
I'm gonna
Sophia.
move fully behind the rock because you guys are getting too shooty.
I'm still alive, however, it still hurts.
And then
I don't know
Anakai's
why I
turn.
attached it to him.
Anakai is going to kind of bounce up and down on his feet, take a couple of quick, deep breaths, calm himself, and we're going to go for this.
Oh.
With 10 feet of a run up, I'm going to make a long jump.
Ooh, okay.
What is your strength score?
A 10. So if I jump from, let's say, here, it's going to be a stretch. But technically, I can get the lip.
So you're gonna try and grab onto the lip.
Or
Like
if
a
I can at least
crab.
there. I don't know how Mortanis will want me to roll all this, but the whole goal is I want to try and jump through this and then make a second jump to here and then dash up here and then dash and jump across this.
All right. This is full on madness. With 2 jumps in there, I want to roll in. I want to add in some sort of penalty.
Would you
but
be able to? Because you wouldn't get a 10-foot run up.
oh,
from,
rule of
from
cool
this
though.
one to there.
He's basically going to Mario
Rule
it.
of cool.
I mean, if he
That's
makes
why I was upset because Sophia got her ass in the way. Right in the way. Right in my way.
all right.
The antithesis.
Oh,
is
oh
not
I'm
happening.
sorry. It was someone your antithesis for something that you wanted to do.
Ho, ho, ho.
Let me shed a single
Actually-
cleric tear.
Let me do this, Mortanis. This makes a little more sense because
If you put on that
here,
cloak, I'll slit your throat.
I already have the cloak on. You're gonna watch this cloak billow past you.
In slow motion, you know, just
So 5 feet here, and I get to here, and then 5, 10 get to there, and hopefully let's see if I can roll for coolness and land, and then try to bounce again. Over the
okay.
5 feet to get there.
So, I think this calls for a little bit of a non-standard bit of fun here. No disadvantage, just going to be a straight athletics, I believe we're doing here.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
Please
because
look at
it's all
athletics.
flippy type of stuff. All right. Well, what is
Keep-
your
keep it-
acrobatics?
A +6.
But it's keys off of strength?
Dex.
Dex. Okay. So I'm going to say that the first one is going to be just a straight check. That's all nice and fun. But to get across to the next one smoothly is going to take disadvantage in another roll.
Okay. I have a plan for that. So
I believe in you.
there's the 5. Here comes the 10-foot run up. And then I'm barreling it as fast as I can to get that full speed. And then jump. Which would be 5, 10 when I made it.
I think you wanted you to roll acrobatics for the first
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah.
Or the first one? Okay. Let's see. Don't mess up dice. 11.
Ooh. All right. I'm going to say that's not enough to be a outright failure plunge into the water, but it throws up a little bit of a curve. You land hard, a little bit sideways, skidding on down, and your next jump is not going to be at disadvantage, but the best you can do is arrest your forward momentum by slamming into the cliff face here rather than landing perfectly. So go ahead and make another athletics. If you completely fail this one, you go into the drink, but if you succeed, you just land on the cliff face rather than
Athletic or acrobatics?
acrobatics again. I keep doing the first one
That's
that comes
good.
to mind.
Now, to counter that, what if I use inspiration?
Oh, all right. Inspiration is also going to do rule of cool funness on that one. Let's say that we will
Advantage
do
on
it.
that roll, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
That's what
pretty
I'd like.
reasonable.
Yeah. So advantage on the 11 on the initial jump, or you want me to have
On the
advantage
next
to
one.
neutral out?
Yep.
On the second one?
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to be just a straight roll, no disadvantage.
Straight roll.
Yep.
Okay. Nail it. 20!
Oh, look at that. I'm going to pause just in case anyone wants to benefit.
Cool.
That is
No,
nice.
no.
So
Come on.
No.
you land, you stumble
Look at
sideways.
LumberJackAllen.
Your foot starts to slide through the soft topsoil right at the edge of the cliff, forcing you to throw yourself into a forward lunge, but with a little bit of a acrobatic flair. You do a little gainer all the way in the air, landing nimbly on the toes, and then kicking forward into a dive roll, planting a foot and pushing yourself back on up into a standing run so that you can continue your movement. You succeed on that one. That
Using the
I
was worth
using a
it.
bonus action.
Nice.
Using a action now.
Mhm.
Dash. Let's take some more movement. 5. I don't have a run up, but this is a 5-foot gap, which I can.
There's no
technically
roll
make-
need for that.
Okay.
Yeah, without a
So-
running start, it's half your strength.
Which would be 5 feet.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, for this
Which
one, you could
jump-
almost step across it if you really wanted to.
so that was hang on, let me
Landing
count
on the
that.
corpse,
5,
bouncing
10,
off of her shoulder blades
15.
into a forward roll. Splorch.
20. 20 or from here. 25, 30, 10 feet up the tree. Bonus action, dash one more time, and go another 20 feet up in the tree.
Holy crap! All right, you just sprint, jump,
Fastest boy.
jump, flip, dash, flip, climb. That's
I-
pretty
and
good.
I-
Now, notably, she cannot see. I mean, that rock is not
Actually-
super tall, but she doesn't
Actually,
see you
can I
scramble.
redact that?
Sure.
Can I redact that bonus action like the stealth instead of going further up the
Ah,
tree? So 10
even
feet
better.
up in the tree and stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds more like what I would do. I was just in the moment of the cool.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Good use of the inspiration point. What was that?
I'm going to just sit here and golf clap the whole time watching that. Just like
That
got
deserves a
me.
wholehearted full body clap, not a golf clap, you know.
Well,
All right.
I don't want to give away that
Oh.
someone tried to sneak over there.
Good point. I mean, she does have no quite line of sight here. So, Sam,
Let's see.
I like how the mage, the weakest one, still has taken no damage, though.
Yeah.
I like how the mage, who only
haven't-
had one level 4 spell, can't do anything.
Only
useful.
one.
Yeah, I mean, Phantasmal Killer is a pretty good one to take at that point. But I got Illusion and Magic Missiles for days. Unfortunately, none of the other ones are going to do much here. Let's see. What about that?
And I haven't been touched, and yet I'm spitting up blood.
Yes,
So
that's
I'll have to
good.
reevaluate my decisions here. I just turned to Elolas. Get behind a fucking tree.
Bonus action,
I'm sorry.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
A bleeping tree.
And I'm actually going to ready an action to, if she pops her head out over there,
Mhm.
I want to fire my short bow immediately at her.
Okay. Seems pretty logical. Oriel.
All right. So I got that. I can climb up any sheer cliff.
Your climb speed is your movement speed.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to. If I come up here, if I move, I guess I haven't moved yet. I'm just asking. If I move up here-ish and swim across to the other side, will I make
Your
it with
swim
the
speed is
current?
halved.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to move full speed through the water, though.
You should just jump and then climb up. Like just come down here and jump because you can
Just
just
do what I
jump and
did.
climb up the wall. Yeah, you don't have to like jumping and then climbing the opposite wall doesn't penalize you any.
Okay. So
Just
then,
do what I
yeah,
did.
Just
I'm just gonna do exactly what Anakai did, but
Oh,
not.
you are you?
But I can't. I don't think I can do the. I would have to land on this island, and the next turn, jump to this island, and then
no,
jump
because
over here.
you can dash still.
Oh, I can. Actually, wait. Hold on. I have a thing. I think I have.
Yeah, you just use your action to move again. So you
Oh,
get your
okay.
move action and then
I mean, let's just
Dash
be
and-
perfectly honest. If you can make this first jump, which is going to be a jump, this is a 5-foot gap right here. You could walk and then long stretch and kick your foot over to the other side and pull yourself across because you'll stick at that point, you know. The Ministry of Funny Walks type of a kick stretch. So as long as you can make the first jump, you can walk across with a little bit of effort, you know, and then just walk up the side. That's that first jump. That's the doozy.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna run, and then what do you want me? Athletics? Was it
Acrobatics.
acrobatics?
Watch
yeah.
that
Brace
first
your
step.
inner-
It's a
You only-
doozy.
but you only have to hit the cliff wall. You don't actually have to make it up top. So you're
Embrace your inner Italian plumber. Let's go.
okay.
Oh yeah, that's no problem. Had you gotten like a nat 1, that would have been hilarious. But yeah, so you jump across and then you just do a reachy step split and then pull yourself up the other side with your boots. Just walk it up.
Okay.
Click, click,
Do I
clack.
have it? Do I have it? Okay, if I use like my bonus or my other action to walk, can I get onto the other side?
Can you get onto the what?
Can I use the rest of like forgo all my just to move again and then go across, or am I done? Like, am I?
No, you
stuck?
can
action
walk.
dash.
You have 30 feet. You have 30 feet of move, right? So you can get to here.
Okay.
That
Okay.
looks about
So
right.
okay, so I'm here, and I didn't want to say this before the thing, but like I was about to be like, all right, well, Danzig can do it, I can do it, but I'm like, don't say it, don't say that. I'm learning. My hubris is learning.
Yeah, but now that you admitted that, next turn.
No, that's not how hubris works.
Exactly how hubris works.
Don't you tell hubris how hubris works. That's hubris.
Harrison Ford. That's not
Why
how
did we
it
name the
works.
horse Hubris instead of Hubert?
Oh, that's a good point. Udalotsa.
Udalotsa Udalots is going to contemplate attempting to jump very hard and then decide it's not worth it. And say, "You got it, guys. You can do it, friend."
Got it, guys.
Good job, team.
If you bring her closer, I will set her on fire.
I kind of point to this one. I'm like, actually, this one could use a burning.
Actually, yeah, that would make really good bait for his sister to be like, no, and come out of hiding.
And
Burn the
fire's
body.
the monster.
Burn the
I
body.
mean, you gotta do something before dusk, 12 to 16 hours later.
We're horrible people.
This one can do that and sets the body on fire with bonfire.
You know, it's like that song. I see a dead body and I want to burn it down.
Fire, aren't you proud? Like we're all willingly like burn the body like that. Like this has just become second nature now.
Yes, it's about as much as I expected.
I just want you to say you're proud of me.
My real
Don't
dad
hold your
died.
breath, Emil.
Okay.
Don't hold your breath.
You want me to roll the 1d8?
I'm just going to point out, no one jump across that direction anymore. You have to go through a larger jump because there's a bonfire right here now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It smells so good, though. Oh, all right. Anything else, Udalotsa?
That is all.
All right. Aeolus.
Illis is going to move down with the others. If I can use the right thing. And okay. And going to use a potion and just sit there and wait.
Okay. All right.
Potions.
Sophia.
Yes, so I'm quite injured, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. I turn my head and I say, Aeolus, you are not going over that. You've, and I hold my side, and I can feel the damage inside, and I look over and I see that my wounds are mirrored on my body and his. Actually, let me see if I can. I actually don't know if I can just not. Oh, okay, I can. Actually, I walk over and I say, "Are you going over there?"
No.
No. Oh, okay, good. In that case, just I guess hang tight. And that is about it.
Not what I expected, but okay.
I am going to walk. One.
If you click on it, it should roll the 2d4 plus 2 for you.
Actually, yes. Actually, I'm just going to go over to this creature, and I'm just going to just roll an investigation on the creature, just to see if I can find anything interesting or of note.
Okay.
Like a collar and a name tag. That's Connie.
Well, I have a yes. I just want to investigate the creature. Should just roll normally. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. You do indeed find a collar with a name tag that says Connie.
Oh. Oh.
It's a woven leather band of 3 strips that make a braid that goes around the neck, and then there's a little piece of like wrought iron from a meteorite that's been hammered, and it's pitted and rusted, but it's been lovingly inscribed with a elven script, Connie.
Yes. Okay. So we did murder a pet. Okay. Yes. So here comes
but
the depression.
To be fair, had Hubert died, it would have been a pet also, and
that's very true, and I would have slit all their throats.
Yeah, that's true.
I would assume we would probably need some form of proof as payment, so we should take something.
So yes, what I'll do is I spent my action investigating, so that's all I'm going to be doing. I can't do anything else.
All right. She pops her head around the corner and takes aim.
My reaction goes off.
Yep. So disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yep. Gotta find it. Where to go? Where to go? There it is. Aw.
No.
An 11
Aw.
against mage armor is not a hit. And she hooks a finger and just pew, 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 and fires off, consuming Phantom Steed, 3rd level, to fire off magic missile with 3 bolts at Ulril this time, because, no, actually, Eola should still be in range and within sight, right? Yep. All right. Focus fire on the Blood Trader. I am sorry about this, she doesn't say, as she fires 3 missiles for a grand total of, still, once again, 10 divided by 2, 5 plus 5 for each of you. 5 for each of you, I should just.
I just imagine because like Sophia was just like, "Now just stay here and don't get hurt," and then he
Whatever
just
you
gets hit.
do,
She's-
take
she's
no
like-
damage, and then suddenly she's investigating the cat, and her ear just suddenly bursts into fire.
She's just like,
What
did I say? What did I say?
You had one
You had
job.
one job. One job.
And then the remainder of my movement to pop back behind the rock. Meow, meow. And then,
I'm sorry. So did Eolus take that damage?
Half rounded up.
yep, you both take
Yep.
5.
So it's not 5.
Oh.
It's 4.
No, that's 10 damage.
But each
Nope.
individual missile
Each one
is halved first, and you round down.
Oh, is that how that works?
So, yeah, because they are independent damage sources that could be completely negated
Oh.
independently. So the 3 halved is 1.5 rounded down to 1.
1.
And then the 4, so
5
it's
is
1, 2,
2.
1. Wow, that's painful.
Ah.
That
Yes.
sucks.
So as I'm bent down looking at this, I'm just like, oh, it was a, and this blood comes out, and I clutch my side and I say, Eolus, what? And I just
Yeah.
continue coughing up blood.
So both of
Because
you
I'm
will take
actually-
4 in this case.
Really injured.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Man, imagine being injured and the only reason you're injured is because someone
Uh,
else.
imagine Sophia going down for the count because of nothing but taking care of Eolus.
Literally, I'm this close.
Yeah. Yeah, one more volley would actually
Yeah.
drop Sophia at this point, and then she's going to completely rethink this whole healing other people and protecting the weak thing. Be like, nope, wash my hands of it. I died because I literally
right.
was saved.
I did this once, never again.
All right, Anakai.
So
gotta say
from
this is
being
hilarious,
10 feet
though.
up in the tree, do I have a line of sight on her? Oh, well, she's hiding behind said rock.
You do because she is standing, not cowering. So you
Oh,
can
how
see her
tall is the
upper headal region there.
Ooh.
Okay.
You still take your disadvantage because she is shimmery.
But I'm also
You are stealth, so that cancels
So
that one.
So now I have one extra question for you, and this is technically a reach. So I'm gonna let, but I'm gonna try it. So this is called Eye for Detail, where I can use a bonus action to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object, or make intelligence, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The first one is perception here to spot a hidden creature. Could I use the Eye for Detail to try and pinpoint the center of the blur, or figure out which mirror image is her?
Not in this case, unfortunately, because the shimmering isn't. Now, let me double check the mirror image, though, because there might be a way to peer through.
You might be able to negate one of them.
Maybe, yeah. That's what I'm.
Valiant effort, nonetheless.
I mean, yeah. It's. Like I said, it's a stretch, but.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. If you have blind sight or true sight, then it does. So, no, it is impossible to tell which image is real regardless because they shift in and out of each other's position and there's no way to tell. I guess it actually literally moves them.
Oh, something I just found out from that too. Even if the attack doesn't hit you, you would roll for the to see if one of the things gets hit because they have different AC.
Oh, yes, I see that.
That wouldn't have made any difference for my last attack, but it's just something to keep in mind.
Good to know. Yep. If an attack hits, duplicate, but if not, yep.
Then I will hold my bonus action for after this. And I will knock another arrow, and let's let it loose at her and see what the dice says.
That is
Do
not
I
a hit.
still have bless? Do I still have bless?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an hour, isn't
It
it?
is an hour. Is it an hour until I use it, or
No, I think you keep using bless. You can keep using it until it dissipates.
is that right, Blug? Is that what it says?
Yes, bless is on you. Yes.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
We need to make like I'm sorry. If I'm not
it's up to a minute.
mistaken, no.
Concentration.
That wouldn't matter at all. It's concentration. And I haven't. See, here's the thing. I've taken damage, but I haven't been hit, so it's been a little awkward. Trying to figure out. So, if I'm not mistaken, I've been hit 3 times now. So I need to make 3 Constitution saving throws in order to make sure that I am not.
Is it concentration, or is it when you take damage, or just when you get hit specifically?
It's when I take damage. I believe that the concentration works when I take damage. I have to roll.
Whenever you take damage while you're concentrating, it's a con saving throw.
Well, let's only do the most recent one because I don't want to retcon absolutely everything. Most recent, just to sum it all up there.
Okie dokie. Wonderful.
Hey, you did it.
That
It's
seems
still
fine.
here.
Then let's see what happens. Nope.
Well,
Nope.
you might. No, probably not.
No.
They probably have a higher dex.
If
than you.
mage armor was not active, it would have been a hit.
Remember
And-
the duplicates.
Ah, yeah.
And
That's
if Anakai wasn't talking shit about Hazardal, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I never talked shit. I just said I never asked for it.
Yeah.
I have a healthy respect for deities,
Your
even
church
the crazy
sucks.
ones.
Your church is dirty.
Your church is dirty.
So is your attitude.
All right, Samara.
Well, bonus action stuff.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it possible to hide? Is it possible to hide behind this fern by
But,
chance?
Oh no!
Bonus action stuff. What? Oh,
Never mind. Don't look at that.
that
Don't
nat
look
one.
at that.
Womp, womp.
I'm sorry, what were you saying about Hazardal? I couldn't hear you over that nat 1 stealth.
Yes.
I love that you still get a 7, by the way, on a nat 1. That's
Right.
just
Right?
I mean, technically speaking, nat ones only count on attack rolls as far as things go. So it is a 7 regardless. It's not an auto fail, but everybody's passive perception, unless they're dead, is at least a 10. So
Is it possible to hide like behind this fern? I don't know how big this fern is.
it's about waist high. I mean, you can curl down beneath it. It's not a very good hiding spot, but I'll say sure.
Sure. Bonus action. Why not? All right, 21, and I'm going to reserve my action for if she pops her head out again.
Again,
I'll be
okay.
firing a short bow.
Oh, will.
Okay, so she can. I assume that even though she's behind the rock, she can see me, right? That's well established.
No, it's a 10-foot tall rock.
Ooh.
It was established that she can't see anything on the other side of the rock, but Anakai's 10 feet up in the air, and he's got the power of Pythagoras on his side. So
Cool. I'm a very dexterous boy. I'm gonna roll stealth and try to sneak my way.
you are literally taunting the hubris god now. You're doing all sorts of things, and now not only are you following in Anakai's footsteps to Mario across the gaps, now you're going to follow in his footsteps to attempt to sneak, and you're not even as sneaky. All right. All right. I mean, you're a ranger. It's not like you're alien to the idea of sneaking, but it is not your forte. All right. I got to see this play out.
See what happens.
Oh. Wow, did the DM just eat hubris? Yeah, he did. Delicious hubris. All right,
So,
that's a 24.
how many chickens did you count?
Okay, you're sneaky. You're very, very sneaky. Now, I don't think you get any bonus to your movement, so you're moving at half speed when you're sneaked.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm going to be. I'll use a bonus action to get to here. Or like the rest of my movement to get to here.
You can't use a bonus action to get to there because bonus actions can only be granted.
Or double movement. To
You
move
don't.
normal?
A
You use
movement.
your action for stealth.
Yeah, all the other cool kids get a bonus action to stealth because of their class. You don't.
By
So
all
it's
the
an actual
other,
action.
he means me and Dan's.
Yeah, well, I mean,
All the other kids with their cunning actions.
Better run, then run again.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, all you can do is hide and then shuffle forward.
Okay.
But you're very quiet when you
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. I mean, you're 24 quiet. That's pretty good. So now you are out in the open. Regardless of anything, if she has line of sight to you, you're not hiding in plain sight because that's a rogue ability, like way down the line. So if she sees you, you can't just lampshade on your head and Scooby Doo it. So
Don't worry. You can
do not
intimidate
have
her into saying
cardboard
she doesn't
box.
see you.
you don't see shit, lady.
Oh, shit.
Udalotsa?
So Udalotsa is going to walk around and over to Sophia and hand her, not hand her. He is going to pour a healing potion down her throat.
Oh, this is you're like, just spawn some good berries on you and eat these. Eat them right off of me. Do it.
Eat my berries.
Yes, I definitely prefer. I can take
Because
it.
I believe everybody had a potion. Everybody had a healing potion. Yes.
Yeah. Everybody was given one by the Church of Oxstone.
Get you
Yes.
some sip.
And I look at it and I say, "No, I'm perfect." Yes, okay, and I'll simply. Take it. But
Oh my good golly,
as
2
I'm-
1s, huh? I mean,
As I'm trying to take it, I keep coughing up a little bit of blood, so I don't get all the potion down. But I look at Idlotsa and I nod my head and I say, "Thank you."
there's a couple of berries in there and some twigs and a little bit of leaves, but you know.
And then I
Tangy.
look at him and I say, "But if you truly wish to help, make sure that idiot over there just stops getting hit." I'm looking directly at you, Eolus. I catch everything with my face.
Maybe you should try getting hit, yo less.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Ooh.
I think making so I like the move and then the action.
He froze.
The potions. I don't.
Oh.
Line.
Oh.
I'll cut up.
There he goes.
I have no other ability to do anything. Correct.
Sounds about right.
That move and then pouring the potion down her throat would be my action.
Sounds so violent. Pour down her throat.
I mean, Tree doesn't really know how humans digest things relatively anyway. I'm sure you just crush
on her
the
feet.
vial. Pour it
Pour it on her feet.
it's like Miracle Bro.
It's quite possible that the reason you only got 4 healing is because like he uncapped, like, Udalotsa uncapped it and just threw it on you, and
Yeah, to lick
half
it
of
off your
happened to
ass.
land in your mouth.
If I water her, she'll be better.
All right, Aeolus.
alright. I'm gonna move. Whoa.
What was this, like a 3-hour combat tonight? And we're actually moving at a good clip. We're not sucking at it. Well, okay, we're some of us are sucking at things.
This
but-
last 45 minutes has been, can we get over the bridge?
Yeah, we're not really screwing around here, but nonetheless, it has been. I did deliberately set this up so that it wouldn't just be a straight up fight. So
Okay, well, trap pad's not working with me, but I'm basically moving behind here and going to try and stealth. So maybe I don't get hit anymore.
okay. Well, currently you're standing out in the open, so
Yeah.
I think ping. Can you ping where you were trying to move?
Just like right here behind it and kind of ducking down and stealthing.
There comes a ping. Okay, so you want to be like right there.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, trackpads just suck for this.
I really do.
Yep.
All right. I mean, that's still stealthier than the stealth person that tried to stealth earlier. So, not bad.
Don't talk about him like that.
And then, last but certainly not least, bottom of the chart, Sophia. Would you like to round out this round? Honey.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk right over to Eolus.
Oh
and
no.
I'm going to take my fingers and I'm just going to flick him on his forehead. Just a good flick. Not really doing damage, but as I touch him, I end the spell and I say nothing. I just flick him in the forehead. And I walk back over to the creature and I take the collar off of it as proof of its kill. But just
Okay.
That's it.
Doesn't Ward of Binding use rings? So you just like snuck a ring on him and you just pulled it off, basically.
Yes, I was going to talk about the component of that, and actually, canonically speaking, one of the reasons I gave Uril that ring on his finger is because he was going to be the person I was going to do my warding bond on. However, I never retrieved the ring back from him. I realized going back through my notes, I never did that. So
you have two platinum ring. You have 2 platinum rings.
No, I don't think it even works that way. So unfortunately, it would have been delicious, but
well, you should have told me that. Or it's a good thing you told me now because I had plans to pawn that ring off. So
yeah, I mean, effectively in 5th edition, without any other caveats or changes to the thing, if you have like a spell component pouch or whatever,
unless
any of those,
unless
it specifically states a specific thing, so you're supposed to have spent 50 gold. Yeah, because it actually calls it out. There's an asterisk and everything. So you'll probably want to pick that up at some point just so that we're not cheesing it too terribly bad.
Yeah,
just a couple of. It's funny that it's got to be platinum rings. It's specifically a pair of platinum rings. You can't like cheap it out with like onion rings or something. That would be. That would be pretty damn awesome though. When the spell's finished, you just get a snack, right?
You're just like, listen, I know this is weird, but I need you to put this Funyun ring on your hand. Like, just go with it.
All right. Well, it's the mage's turn, and the mage is going to pop around the corner and take a shot, maybe to the face.
I'm also going to take a shot.
Yes.
It is time for me to shoot my shot.
Disadvantage once again?
No, I'm stealthed.
You are stealth. That's a good point. All right. Even Steven, there are 2. Wow, that's a pretty good hit. All right, there are 2 of the mirror images left, which results in a
worst case scenario. I knock another one out, and I'm okay with that.
I don't redirect it. I don't redirect it. She takes the damage. Her displacement ends for the moment. So wow, okay, she takes the full 10.
No, I have no sneak attack. She's not engaged, and I didn't have advantage.
Good point. Good point.
As much as I'd love to do 10, I'm not taking that.
Nonetheless, she takes damage, which does suppress. Actually, it cancels the spell, but she can recharge it after casting something else. But that does indeed hit. Dang. Okay. And I'm going to say that she does not poke her head around far enough to see Orwell, only because I think it's going to be hilarious to see how badly this goes for him.
You keep saying that, and it's going to keep working.
I know, but if it does,
hubris runs out.
If it does, it's going to be so damn epic. We're going to be singing songs about it for 1,000 years. So, nonetheless, she pokes around the corner and cannot spy Aeolus. She's not spending her action in order to try to pick him out of the trees and blood and all of that. So, the only target she can easily see right now is Samara. Because, Samara, you were no longer stealth because you just shot her in the dang old face. So, let's see. I have used my 4th level. I have used I have 3 3rd level slots. Oh, but only 2 spells. Well, guess what? I'm casting Magic Missile with that 3rd slot then.
No, stop. Don't do it.
Man,
no.
It's all I really got. I can't reach you with anything else, so. All right.
Stop.
Pew, pew, pew. That'll be a grand total of 11 points of force damage.
No, it hurts. Stop it.
I'm just going to sit back here, and I'm just going to snipe off everybody with Magic Missiles.
That's bad touch. That's bad touch. Stop it.
And then for the remainder of action, she pops back around the rock because...
How dare you? Get back here, you coward!
We're just going to cheese it entirely here.
I mean, I'm also entirely cheesing it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've got a plan. This isn't going to be the end game here. So, Anakai.
Hang on one second. Let me see. To get to there. Okay.
Oh,
I got this.
forgive me, but after I cast any spell that's above first, I can, as a bonus action, I recast displacement, and it lasts until again she takes damage. So she's shimmery again, like a queen.
Is that a spell? Displacement?
No, it's she's a NPC, a monster, so
Gotcha.
it's part
No
of her kit basically. Otherwise, that'd be really damn awesome, yeah.
Let's see here. I think I
I
can
tried,
do
guys.
that together. So I'm gonna take another shot. Saying that she didn't see me and then decided to shoot Samara instead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna operate under the assumption that
Yeah, her passive perception is actually kind of shite, so
thank you, tree coverage.
wisdom ain't exactly a wizard's forte, you know.
Fire.
Oh, oh, ow. I got nothing I can do about that. All right, so there are still 2 doohickeys left, so let's roll on that. And I can indeed redirect it to one of the other ones, and that is an AC shot that completely destroys one of the other ones, remaining 1 left. Pop.
There's not only 2 of her.
From here, I'm going to go around the tree, 5, 10, drop down 5, or climb down 5 feet, 15, drop down the rest of the way, because 5 feet wouldn't give me fall damage, and then run to here, and then stealth.
Okay. And while that's going on,
I jealously look at Anakai. I'm like, God damn you!
he makes it look so easy. Yeah, actually, I mean, he sprints up there and inexplicably fades against the rock. Samara.
So I can see her over the top of the rock, right?
Nope, it's a 10-foot tall rock. The only person that could see it was Anakai because he was 15 feet up in a tree.
In that case, bonus action and try and stealth again.
Okay.
Because this is the only thing I've got going for me right
I mean,
now. I'm
playing
not gonna pull
peekaboo has
Anakai.
been working, so...
Yep. Okay, that's
All
not
right.
great. Okay, that's decent.
Well, I mean,
And,
keeping in mind that I've already established my passive, and I'm not going to spend my turn looking when there's other
and,
targets.
Just gonna hold my action again to shoot her in the face if she rounds the corner. Maybe this time she'll learn.
Oriel, would you like to continue?
Yes.
Okay. Now you are stealthed, so you can just double move, which would equivalent be a normal move.
Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Van.
So okay, semantics. Just for curiosity's sake. If I climb up this rock
There you
here
go.
on the side here, can she actually see me if I'm pressed up against this rock?
Okay. Normally, yes. But in this instance, we're going full rule of cool because this is going to be hilarious one way or another.
Wait. Just walk over the top of the rock. You
still have spider climb. Holy crap,
Oh,
yes.
Climb.
I'm going to climb up here very stealthily. So I want 5, 10, 15.
I mean,
20,
you're going to be
25.
able to, with your speed, you can
literally
stop right
over
there and then just hack her right down.
Literally over the top of the rock. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so I'm going to.
Surprise.
So, do I get a surprise attack?
She doesn't know you're there.
I don't
I
know
mean-
if that's how that works.
We're rolling with it at this point because she's basically normally, you're looking all directions.
Oh,
you
wait,
can't have.
Did you use your action to dash?
No.
Then I mean, yeah, you have your action and your stealth.
Yeah.
It's advantage.
Now,
Go get
do I drop? Yes, I drop down on her and with my hand axe on her.
Jesus.
Hand axe. Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh,
You're a ranger.
No, I can't. I don't have my hand axe. It's
Yeah,
in
you
the
chucked it into a river.
In the briny
Okay.
deep right now.
Well, then in that case, I'm just going to stand over and shoot her in the head.
Shoot her right in the head. Okay, well, hold on. Shooting someone that's adjacent to you is
Is he
He's 10 feet above her.
all
I'm
right.
10 feet
All
above
right.
her.
You're right. Let's not ruin this moment.
Although also displacement, so it's just normal roll.
Okay, that is also true again. So it is just a normal roll. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Now let's see if I can redirect it to the final mirror
Ooh.
image, which requires me to roll an 11 or
50,
higher.
50-50.
Yep, here we go. I did not roll 11 or higher. So that hits her. That hits her. And she takes all the damages. All right, it does not kill her. But it does do a good bit of damage.
And as a zany one-liner, I'm going to scream out, surprise, mother effer.
And as a zany one-liner. That's funny.
All right, she is now very well aware of you at this point. So nice.
I don't know.
Nicely done.
I'm still stealthy. What do you mean? I'm standing above her going, ah!
Yelling pithy one-liners down at her.
Hit her with that zany waka waka.
All right, Urlotsa.
Udalotsa is going to move back to the cliffside. And then in the off chance that that elf lady ever walks close enough, we'll prepare an action, hold an action to hit her with ice knife if she ever gets within 60 feet.
Okay.
So that's kind of this sweeping line.
Okay.
Across the middle of that field.
I need to change that to like 30,000.
So
I got like 4 I've got to go back through. Yeah, I mean, you guys camped the entire time.
I know. I just need something to use these points on, man.
All right,
I'm just having
Eolus,
fun.
what do you think?
I think Eolus is gonna look over the brush, go, y'all doing a great job, and sneak back down.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, you guys aren't going to try to cross the bridge and going to just let the stealthy 2 handle it.
I mean, I don't think she's going to target you anymore, considering there's someone quite literally standing over her going, ha ha!
And now you've raised her ire because, you know, you're not even a true elf. You're just some mongrel mutt. So she's going to have to exterminate you now.
Half-breed.
Yep.
Mudblood.
Yep. All right, Sophia, anything you want to do at this point?
Vomit snails on her.
Well,
Thank you.
How's Hubert doing?
Mudbloods. No, I mean, there's nothing. No, I have 0 spells. I've already looked at the collar of this creature. I'm just whatever. I'm just gonna spend my time just looking at this dead creature. Actually, no. There's a dead horse over here. Is it the horse that we had? Do I know that?
No, it's a different one, actually.
That's messed up. In that case, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over to that dead horse. I don't know why.
His name
you
is
keep killing
Bertram.
Horses. And I'm just going to examine this one, just because I have nothing else better to do.
I just love the idea of Sophia just looking at the like, wow, that's
The dead horse's name is Bertram.
that's just
Okay.
absurd.
Declan and Bertram are dead now.
You investigate the horse, and it has only been dead for maybe 2 days or so. You can tell that it was most likely outfitted as a pack mule, or not pack mule, but a horse of burden carrying both a person and goods of some sort, laden with packs.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any packs on it, or is it just
Not currently,
beast of
no.
burden?
But you do notice.
Okay.
Oh, you guys. For those of you that can see, there are some crates up here.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see. Top of the chart then. This is going to be funnier, I think.
Do it.
So, rather than magic missile, I'm going to look at my second level spells. And she's going to cock a finger upwards towards you and with a cruel smile be like, yes, why don't you play with some of the other depressing, disgusting creatures of the forest? And I'm going to need you to make a intelligence saving throw, sir. Mr. Oril.
Thank you.
Does anyone want to take a guess at what my intelligence is? It's not good.
-1.
Chat, get
It's
your
not high
one
enough.
ready. Get your.
It's,
That's now a one ready.
No, why? Listen. I've
Yo,
done
Bruce!
you don't need to. You don't need to.
Get that one ready to replace
Listen.
that 3.
Listen, my luck. I can only do so much with luck.
It appears that you've been compromised, Captain.
An enormous, glistening spider, Icarus black carapace, shimmering with little bits of green light. Its eyes, all 8 of them, are glowing with that same green DuskFire type of energy. Just kind of crawls out of the darkness at the edge of this rock here. Just claws coming on up, long tendrils, and it starts to climb directly towards you, Ulril. So, you craft an illusion that takes root. I cast Phantasmal Force. This is concentration, so I am going to have to keep this up. It can be no larger than a 10-foot. It is perceivable only by the target, which is Ulril for the duration. It has sound, it has temperature, other stimuli. It is very, very convincing. The target can use its action to examine the phantasm with an intelligence investigation check against the spell DC. If you succeed, you realize it's fake. Otherwise, you are compelled to act as if it is real in all shapes, ways, and methods. You believe that there is a gigantic, glistening, black, glowing spider trying to eat your face.
Well, that's not good.
So, you have to believe. I don't believe in fairies. And then she is going to use her movement to back up once again into the tent.
Come this way.
Nope, nope. And
she
then,
went in the tent.
Yep, the lean-to, I should say. It's a lean-to. Let's scroll that
then we
over for
hear
the
from
people
Ulril.
playing at home. All right. And then Anakai.
Five, 10. Now I am fit with a choice here. Make it all the way. Oh, let's just go ahead and shoot another arrow for good measures.
Okay. She still has shimmers on there.
Away. And she got hit. You said you didn't bring it back up.
She got hit? Okay.
She got hit by Ulril, the
Oh,
arrow.
yeah,
and then
that's
you
right.
Didn't say she put it back on.
I did forget that. She got regenerated it with the spell, but did not cast.
Does it automatically come back though at the end
No,
of her
it's
turn?
I have to actually do. Well, anytime I cast a first level spell or above, no cantrips, I have the option as a bonus action to then cast it. It allows it.
Oh, I thought it automatically went back up too.
Nope, unfortunately not.
25.
That is more than enough to be a freaking little hit. Okay.
That's a 12.
12 points of
then-
damage is not enough to drop her, but oh my gosh, that
Which
hurts.
is probably
Concentration
good.
check.
Didn't want to kill her.
Concentration check.
Crap. Okay, what's my con?
It's probably not good.
Probably not good.
Ooh,
She got it.
but good enough.
Yay, barely.
Come on. Why? Why now? Why is it when I'm the one in fear?
Because it's hilarious. All right, anything else?
Oh,
Stupid.
Because we want to
So,
hear a real blabber on
since
about spiders.
Since Alan got Hucka throwing a hand axe, can I huck a dagger?
Do you have a point of inspiration? Because that's what he used for his.
I used mine on the
Yeah, that's
parkour.
right.
I used mine on the parkour that he didn't have to use one for the parkour.
But he had magic feet.
I have magic feet.
Yeah, now you're about to be spider bait.
That's
I
true.
go 5 and 10 and hide behind the rock and stealth.
Okay. Ooh, hold on.
So
I can actually make an attack roll with the spider. On my turn. Okay. And I should have done it on my turn. Okay. I am going to do that because I need to do this. Provided that the illusion is of a creature or hazard that could logically deal damage, such as by attacking, the target perceives the damage as a type. I get to do a straight, flat 6 points of damage. So you perceive the spider is biting you, and its fangs sinking deep into your flesh, poison pulsing into your veins, feeling it burning within inside you. And now it is Sam's turn.
Okay, let's see.
Ow. I'm gonna audibly just go, ow.
Spider! Spider! Spider!
Spider.
I like how I said that I was so tired. There was no way we were going to make it to the midnight cutoff CST, and now we're past it because combat has just been complex, which is good. I'm okay with that.
And is this over the water or no? Because it's like bordering it.
Next one.
Okay. She's going to basically kind of press just a singular foot and try and test the weight on the next space.
Okay, you can start to feel the cabling, the vines that hold it together start to unravel. They've been cunningly scored in a way that prevents people from seeing it without an in-depth look, but it nonetheless is only a hair's breadth thick.
Okay. So 15, 20, 25. Well, I didn't have to double. Can I see the spider from here?
No, there's no spider. It's not
no
even real.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Man, that sucked for you, doesn't it?
It's going to be funny when he dies by not spider. Sadly, I can only do 1d6 per turn, so it's going to take a little bit to whittle him down.
Is that psychic damage? Is that what
it is? It is
so.
Psychic damage.
I'm scared to attempt what Anakai did, because if I fall in the water, that's it.
If you fall in the water, I immediately give up everything to run back and save you. So I mean,
Udalota is also kind of blocking your way at the moment.
Well, not if she goes this way.
You don't have a lead up of a run from that angle.
Right. Shoot. Man, I don't actually. She's just gonna back up and
be like, all right, well, it's up to Spider Boy and Catman to finish this.
Dodge action.
Okay, just in
And
case.
she'll, I think dodge can be a bonus action, right? With cunning strike or cunning action.
You would have to look that up because I do not know.
No,
on
that's
that
just dodge. Okay, no. So she uses her main action to take the dodge action.
one. Okay, Oriel, giant spider.
Yep. Cool.
Now you
Well, I
react
guess
to it as if it was real. So if you think your character would start attacking a giant spider that came out right now, you can go ahead and attack it.
Well, I guess I will. Where are my actions here? I guess I'll do that warrior bonus action I get to do in 1 extra d8 force damage because I think it's real. So I cast that and use my longbow and shooting at it from above.
With
point blank.
Oh,
a disadvantage, right? Because you're like right on it.
You're, like right next
But
to
I'm
it.
on the rock.
Yeah.
We established
It
that.
is
No,
also
but
on the
it
rock,
attacked
isn't it?
you.
On the
it
side of
attacked
the rock
so it's right
biting
next to
you.
yeah, you're firing into.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna preface this. It doesn't matter. You can't.
It
kill
doesn't,
it.
yeah.
So, you mean, as far as you're concerned, you did an
Okay.
excellent shot, and you truly believe that you shot it right between its 8 eyes, but that it's still coming. It leaks a little bit of green, viscous blood, but man, it is so overpoweringly strong that you ain't gonna do shit to it right now. It actually reaches up with mandibles and snaps the arrow. And just...
Okay, well then
I don't know
in
if
that
spiders
case,
can do that, but it can now.
In that case,
And then the spider leans in and says in a husky, thick voice,
I'm a
we're
blue
gonna have
dragon.
so much fun together, boy.
I already used the bonus.
that's the
action, so I
scariest thing I've ever... Okay. Yes,
Until
you
next
did.
turn when it shifts into a blue dragon.
Yeah, right.
You have to do an intelligence save
Yeah.
at the end of your turn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Come on,
No,
please.
no, he does not. The target can use its action to examine the phantasm with an intelligence investigation check.
Oh.
If it succeeds, he realizes. Otherwise, he just thinks it's real, regardless. And even if something illogical happens, his mind comes up with a reason why it would happen.
God damn it! I didn't know that. I thought it was a check at the end. Oh, okay.
Next time.
Oh,
This
and
is
not
better
only that,
storytelling
next
anyways.
time.
you don't even know that it's psychic damage. You assume it's damage
Yep.
whatever would make sense to the spider coming from the spider.
Yep.
Jesus, that's so. Jesus.
And it's a
That's
second level
funny.
spell. It's pretty good.
I did all this work just to get beat up by an imaginary spider. I did
is
all
true.
the tries. I acrobatics across. I got spider
Just
legs,
be glad Sophia isn't here to notice.
and I climbed this rock stealthily.
I would just judge you.
Yeah.
Partially.
I feel like I can feel your weakness from where I am. Like I'm poking.
No, you can't.
I feel like I'm poking a dead.
Suddenly,
I feel like I'm-
No, you can't.
I feel
all
like
the
I'm
way on
poking
the
this
other
dead
side
horse,
of the
and
thing.
something is being more useless than this dead horse. Like I feel like why do I still hold this in higher regard?
As he's
Zara
done,
taps her on the shoulder and just like, hey, check this out.
Sophia is over there dealing with Aeolus and then sags down like Obi-Wan. It's as if one of my, I feel a great disturbance of the force. It's as if one of my party members is just completely effing worthless.
Okay,
Like
well,
1,000 voices cried
But you
out
are-
and
but
we're
you are
suddenly
super blessed,
silenced.
though.
That's true.
Hazara will notify.
Yeah.
All right, Udalotsa, anything you want to do?
That'll Texas me.
Udalotsa is going to see Sam standing there and like move like down here and then continue readying ice knife.
Okay.
And,
So
and say,
here's-
Sam, you may proceed across if you wish.
So here's the worst part. Anakai really doesn't like spiders at all, so all I'm hearing Ulros going, spider, spider! Anakai is just like hiding behind the rock, like, ignore it, ignore the spider, he's got it. There's no spider, please don't let me a spider. He's actually getting scared too.
And you're just like, and then you like turn the corner. You're like, oh, thank God, there's no spider.
But you're still screaming spider. I have no idea. I've never seen it. I've never
No, I
looked
know.
in
I'm
the
just saying, like, when you
direction.
turn. I'm just saying, like, if you ever turn that corner, you're gonna be like, oh, thank God, no spider. Oh, thank God.
We need to come up with some way so that Overall thinks that it's like the scarab beetles from the very first mummy burrowing into
Oh,
his skin,
dude,
so
no.
that then Anakai is just like, oh, nope. He's screaming
No, I
spider and I
drop
don't see
my
it.
bow and leave.
It's
Just
inside
leave.
him.
Do you remember that one part where Brendan Fraser put the knife into his thigh
Yeah.
and flicked it out?
Yep.
Stop.
Do you
No,
know
stop. No,
how
I'm-
horribly painful that would be, regardless of like that's just thigh muscle. Like now, as an adult in physical therapy, where he flicked, like that dude wouldn't be like running from mummies
Yeah,
anymore.
that's-
Like he'd be sitting there like, guys, I'm done. Like I'm done. No more. Like just. Oh,
All right,
yeah, it's fine.
Aeolus, would you like to
Just
do anything?
Flicked it out.
Is it safe? Can I come back? Is it...
It's safe.
I mean, other than the spider about to eat your face, but
Stop. No, I'm
think
more
it's
talking
safe.
about the thing he's going on about. I couldn't listen to that. That made me gag, actually. Ooh,
is he frozen?
Aeolus.
Aeolus?
He's not staring intently. He's frozen. Okay.
I think he's just contemplative.
Nope, he's frozen.
No, his lips moved.
He's definitely.
I see his eyes twitching.
No, he's frozen on my
he hasn't-
screen.
No, he hasn't
He's
blinked
definitely
in a
frozen.
while.
Yeah, he's definitely frozen.
he may be. It
Hey,
just
Dan-
unfreezes. He's on the ground.
He's just very stoic.
Danzig, is he okay?
Could you throw something?
Yeah, Pal's okay.
It's his turn.
I think
He's
his internet.
frozen now.
I think his laptop.
Internet
disconnected
okay?
From the
Your
Wi-Fi.
turn.
He's not moving. We
Internet seems
can't
fine,
hear
but
him.
it's not load. Yeah, it's not registering.
I mean, can he hear all
Alright,
of
come
us
here.
making fun of him?
I think you can hear
I
all
like
of
how
it.
I like how Danzig is literally in the same house. Can see him on webcam. Can clearly see the face not moving, and he's like, "No, Palace is good." Like he's still
No,
right
everything's
there, not
okay.
moving. Yeah, it's
Like, look at your own face.
How did you teleport?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Oh, there he
there he
goes.
There he goes.
yeah.
Well, whatever. I'm not moving. Ellis at this point is just like, taking a lot of damage. I'm not risking it at this point.
Okay,
Thank you. Now you do it.
letting everybody else and Sophia.
I mean, I was going to do it earlier, but I had to wait my turn.
Yes.
Oh, no, all of the webcam.
Gonna minimize you to be black here.
We'll get those technical difficulties.
You won't have to
worked out.
minimize me.
Oh, that's what I
Um,
should do. I should put up like a special technical difficulties pick.
Thought so.
So if I'm to understand, the horse just offered no sort of equipment or anything like that. It was simply, I know it to be a pack horse or a beast of burden, correct?
It looks like maybe a merchant's type of horse, but yeah, effectively, it's not carrying any of its tack.
Okay. And does it look like it was? I didn't ask this with
Mauled
my
by
investigation.
a displacer beast.
Gotcha. Yes. I would just very quietly just put my hands on its eyes and close them if they're still open, and say, "This was your role in life. Thank you."
Just in case
for
it would
playing
make
it out.
oral better, no, the eyes were eaten.
Then I'll just still close the lid. I don't care.
Okay.
It's dead. But you played your role. The universe thanks you. And just close the eyes and just give a very quick prayer to Hazazel, and I'll stand up and make my way back over towards
Please not now.
Aeolus.
No, please not now. Just take your time.
And there's nothing quite
Still frozen, but he's back. Nope.
To do
No,
from
he's
this.
not
I'm here.
frozen,
He's there.
So what I'm actually going to do is this displacement beast or whatever it has. I'm going to take something that looks like a defining trait. I already have its little name
Tentacle.
tag. A tentacle. Okay.
Yep, one of those shoulder tentacles that had the barbs on the end.
Yes, whatever will be well transportable, I'll go ahead and take care of, or something that I can easily put in the pack, and nothing that looks like I'll put in my pack and it'll stab me in the back and then I'll go crack and smack. So I'll go ahead and just however long I need to. That's just what I'll be spending my time on.
Hey, look whose turn it is. It's mine. I'm going to start off by making you take 3 points of phantasmal force as the spider begins to munch on your face.
Ew.
No. And I'm going to say it actually shuffles forward ever so slightly, so it's looming over you.
It can go away. It can go away.
It can't. It is impossible for it to go away because you're going to die. And, hey, you know what's really funny is that I have cast 3 second level spells, so I can't do what I was about to say. Shit. Okay, so I am out of 4th, out of 3rd, out of 2nd. What do I got left? I don't think Disguise Self is going to do any. No, I got... I've been casting all my magic missile at higher slots, so I got... Oh, I cast Mage Armor, so there's that.
You are gifting us with very gracious information.
I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that I'm running low anyway. I could Disguise Self and run away.
Low, yeah. But...
It's been like 1v7 for like the last hour, and
yeah, that's a good point.
She's doing
all right.
She's doing exceptionally well.
Yep, here we go. Because she expects that the spider is going to just destroy. Did you take the damage?
Yeah.
You were at 4. Yeah. You were at 17. Dang.
Yep.
I thought you were lower than that. All right. You're gonna. Damn it. You're gonna take a magic missile to the face.
Honestly,
just one.
If I would have put that, if I would put that on Uriel, I'd be dead. I'd be dead. My body would just be.
The perfect magic missile arcs out of the lean-to shelter, streaks through the air, and catches you in the face.
This is so. I'm so.
You're
mad.
getting double teamed by a spider and an elf chick.
Did all this stupid work just to die on a stupid. Quite literally on a hill I've made for myself.
Anakai. It's okay. We might have this finished within another half hour at this rate.
So once again, you didn't state.
Yep, I did indeed forget. So,
which thank you.
I'm really bad at remembering. Well, hey, it's a good time to end the combat if you can actually kill her.
21.
21 is a hit.
I don't care.
Sorry, Sophia.
And you do get the sneak attack, so that is a grand total of 14, which is sufficient to kill her with the 6 hit points that she had left.
Oh my god, no more spiders.
Oh, excuse me. She had 9 left.
I'm aiming for her side in the shot.
Okay.
It's a non-lethal.
Range is always mortal.
Yeah, we're gonna hand wave it away because otherwise, while I screwed it up for you guys can do. We'll say it's whatever.
Does that break her? Does the spider go away?
Yes, the spider goes away. Concentration drops. All right.